Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juice, and tonight we are playing Tyranny. I was almost called it the other game, Tyranny of Dragons. And sorry, we're all
We
laughing.
don't even know what we're playing.
Sorry,
I don't know.
I had to end an off-topic conversation to go live. So, anyways, here we are. We're about to kill some stuff. You know, do some fun dungeon crawling in a cave that's owned by a cult, basically. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, so anyways, with that, before I jump in and let everyone introduce themselves, I do want to say we have a super chat. If you, and the players might need this, if you want to buy anyone inspiration, it's $5 for a single point of inspiration. You can award it to whoever you want using the super chat function. $10 buys me inspiration. I won't need it. Don't buy me any unless you really want to see some people die tonight. And I mean characters die, not people. $20 buys 5 inspiration for the player or players of your choosing. And the reason you might want to do that is because 5 inspiration can be spent when at 0 hit points to have 1 hit point and be back up. So in other words, you can save a character of your choice by doing that, basically. It can also be spent on any other D20 roll for a crit success or to implement a crit fail against me by the players. So you can do that if you want to buy them 5 inspiration, or if they just get 5 inspiration. And yeah, so with that, let's start with Crank, the person behind Crank, I should say. Introduce yourself and your character. So take it away, Crank.
My name is Chance. I run at Chance's D&D Spellbook and a handful of other channels. And Crank is a warforged, multi-classed warlock and sorcerer. And he's kind of a coward, but he's really the lifeblood of the party, I find. So,
You didn't even make it to the cave yet. I think you're still underground.
I'm tunneling over. Don't rush me.
At
James.
like 5 feet per round or something like that, or 10 feet.
You know what?
All right.
Watch him be the only one that lives solely because he never makes it to the battle.
I just stay buried in the dirt.
All right. Let's kick it on over to Martin. Feel free to introduce yourself, your Twitch channel, and possibly your character.
Hi, I'm Martin, known as Creative Guys on Twitch. That's Guise, like disguise, but without the dis. I am playing Drukin, a paladin sorcerer. He hasn't chosen his oath yet. He's been more testing out all these new draconic bloodline powers he's gotten. He's kind of trying to do the best he can with this group, especially with the whole face stealing from previous episode.
Oh.
So with this draconic bloodline, could we see a swerve happening tonight? Could you tap into your draconic bloodline and turn on them? That would be great. I'm just saying that'd be great.
Why would he do that?
I mean,
to be the only survivor.
See, the sole survivor. Paula.
I am Paula. I appear on this channel from time to time playing games, and tonight I am playing Saphira, who is a Ghostwise halfling druid. She is basically here to bring balance and nature to the party. I don't know. That's about it.
That sounds like some Star Wars stuff there. All right. Peter.
Ian Drake, I am here, yes, for the 3rd night in a row. I am virtually bumming on the couch and haven't showered, so they're ready to get rid of me.
No, we're not.
I will be playing Pike Yellowfin, the Water Genasi Barbarian, who, without Saul, probably will be the leader of this group before the night's over.
You think Saul's in charge normally? All right. And then
No, we were going to be responsible, and isn't like Drukan in charge?
I don't know.
The new guy?
I mean, that would be the responsible choice. I'm just going to throw it out there.
This group is a lot of things, but I wouldn't call us responsible.
Well, Maybe we could make a change. Every day's a new day.
I'll defer my vote on that one.
It's 2021. Everything just goes out the window from the past. It's over. 2020 is a chapter closed.
God, do you stress me out sometimes?
That's my goal. And then the last one, Bill could not be here from Roll Stats, but his character, you can see his pretty little picture up there for Saul Romanovich. I always say it weird. I hate that. Anyways, he's a tiefling wild mage sorcerer. And he will be with the party, but lingering in the back, hiding in the shadows, slinging some firebolts throughout the night. So if occasionally I sling a firebolt, you know why. So yeah.
That's the enemies or us? Which one?
A little of both, I'm sure.
Good. Make sure, just keep make sure he's in character.
I will try not to roll ones, but I am using my cool Baldur's Gate D20 from a few years back, Adventures.
Ooh, that's hot.
It was the Murder in Baldur's Gate module that they were running, and they gave out these. So I've got like 4 of the 6 or 8 dice from that. It was really cool. But anyways, so let's start with Crank. Last time we left you, your tent was on fire. You burrowed in the ground. You're a good 60 feet away from the cave entrance. I don't even think you necessarily knew that the players got there because your head so far down underground. And you were moving 10 feet at a time, but people were rushing to the tent you were in as well. So, yes. What would you like to do outside the tent? Or not outside the tent, but underground with dirt.
I'll periodically poke my head up and see around and see if there's anyone nearby. And if the coast is clear, I'll book it to the cave with the rest of the party.
Okay. Once you got outside of the tent, which was only a couple feet anyway, you poke up and you did not see anybody because you were south of the tent. Assuming you make the same run for it that they did, you're able to get across there without running into anybody because it is dark as well. And most of the people out here are humans. So, you were able to make it to the cave. Now, when you make it to the cave, you see Saul just outside the cave mouth. You see Saphira, Pike, and Drukan are also kind of at the edge peering in. Now, I had told you guys last time peering in, you can see what appears to be 2 cultists in there. There's 2 well-lit braziers, and the cultists are on opposite sides of the hall just kind of looking at each other like nothing's going on. So with that, what would you guys like to do? I will quickly share the map I have of the room. You guys are obviously out right here. And when you look in, you see a guy here. And you can see a guy over here against this wall.
Do they notice
squares?
us?
It doesn't seem like they notice you, but you guys also have not entered the cave yet. You're not in the light. And it's well lit, especially over near them. They appear to be human.
10-foot squares?
I think they're just 5.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're just 5-foot squares. Pop my book open. I'll answer your question.
So they're 35 feet away.
It's
it
5
feet.
Yeah,
40.
they're in there.
Yeah, 35, 40 feet away.
Yeah, they're 45, 50 feet. Yep. So how would you guys like to approach? Or do you want to approach? Maybe you just want to leave and say, screw this cave.
Just a quick question. We don't have our stuff, do we?
You have your whatever you brought with you.
Yeah, we still have a bunch of stuff up on the hill there, though.
Yeah, all your normal stuff that was in your packs was pretty much.
You mean the weird face that you buried or whatever?
The important face and my magical backpack and the gold. There's a lot of stuff up
Yeah, you guys
there.
don't have any of your backpacks.
What are we gonna do with the gold?
What's that?
So what are we gonna do with the gold?
Bribe people? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, you basically have your weapons at this point because you got them in the tent. You don't have like any of your other stuff really.
And Leosin took off earlier, right?
Yeah, you guys freed him, and he decided to go back to Greenest and said he would meet you there when you were done. Don't all speak up at once.
All right.
Maybe, you know what? Bill was the damn leader. You're all
I mean, he's probably the chattiest one of all of us, so. Saphira looks over at Pike and says, I think we should create a distraction.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Grab one guy and throw him at the other.
Upon hearing this, I'm going to bury myself a little bit, just like neck deep, though.
No. I could go in and try to convince them to head outside. That the weirdness that's going on outside caused by Saul's little magic talking stones is causing a bit of trouble.
Oh, that might be a good idea.
Can you throw your voice again?
Well, that was Saul. He talked into the stone and then he literally threw it.
Yeah, that's dependent upon Bill's character.
Well, that's actually a crank ability. I want to throw that out there. That was definitely crank.
I mean, I could extinguish the lights in there. That's about all I can do.
We won't be able to see.
I mean, correct. Yes.
Yeah, without Athena, I'm kind of blind here.
Yeah, see if you can.
Do you all need light sources? You do, don't you?
I do without Athena, yes.
Drew, you can't see in the dark, can you?
I'm an Asmer. Of course I can see in the dark.
Oh, they can? See, I didn't know that. I don't play Asmer.
I step out. They're over here.
So Pike steps out and says that. And the two guys look at you almost startled. Like they jump. And they look at each other and they whisper something, but from being 50 feet away, you don't hear it. And they start moving backwards out of sight further into the cave.
Well,
you're going the wrong way.
You can hear it echo off the walls in this room.
Let's just go in.
Yeah. I'm going to start moving in and try to listen for any other people coming our direction.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick at the back of that conga line.
Mm-hmm. So when you walk in, give me a perception check, Drew. You guys can hear like dripping water. If you're listening real carefully, you can hear like scratching rodents down in there somewhere. And even behind you, in the opening of this cave, you can hear the wind kind of hitting the cave just right in this like whooshing sound occasionally. I
got a 4. I'm concentrating too much on the whooshing sounds.
Yeah, as I say, then the whooshing sound definitely has your attention. I mean, for the most part, it's kind of just a lot of noise you would expect to hear in a cave for the most part.
I'm going to try to hone in on the dripping water and see if I can locate it.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
9.
You have no idea. You just occasionally hear a bloop.
That's going to be really frustrating. I have to find out if it's fresh or salt water.
Oh, I forgot. That's perfect for your character. Okay. All right. What would you guys like to do?
All right. I'll go ahead and walk in behind Drukan, trying to be at least a little quiet since we know that there are people in here. But I'd like to see if I can hear any more conversations that they might be having.
Okay. Is Drukan in the front? What's the marching order, guys?
Yeah, Vodrukan would definitely be up front because he's worried about where those guys went.
Okay. So Drukan
Yes.
followed by Saphira?
Yeah, that's fine. Probably then Pike and Crank.
Oh yeah,
I
I
would
am
assume.
way.
He's
Saul
definitely in the
in the
back.
shadows.
I'm in the back. Yeah, no way in heck am I dying here.
Saul will battle you for the back spot. I'm just kidding.
We
He
will.
keeps walking slower and slower for some reason.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
really
Saul
fast.
doesn't let, unless you turn around and go backwards, Saul doesn't let you get behind him.
This is very
He's like, we've lost you once
uncharacteristic."
now, buddy. We're not going to lose you again.
Yeah. I would imagine we're probably not walking in a line, though, with the cave entrance that large.
Like 2 by 2.
So, yeah, I
So
mean...
Drukan, Saphira, and Pike probably all side by side with Crank and Saul, like 15 feet back.
I'm taking like a couple steps in various directions as I'm trying to locate this water.
Okay. You would assume it's coming from deeper into the cave.
Oh,
Yeah,
there might be more.
there might be more. All right. So you guys start walking in. And as you get up to about here, you can see that the room goes south into what looks like a dead end. And then you see a drop off and stairs to the right. So let me adjust this map a little bit. And you can see the drop off and the stairs to the right like that.
Gotcha.
Now the stairs, when you look down in there, it's a little bit darker in this area. In fact, this room 2 area is not as well lit because the braziers were back there. This one still gets some light from that, but down in here, there's no light from the braziers. However, in certain spots along the walls, you do see like a luminescent glow in some spots.
I will pick up a pebble off the ground and cast light on it and then toss it down that dark tunnel.
Okay. When you toss it in there, how's that? That was like 30 feet radiated or something from it as bright light? Or is it 60?
20 and 20. 20 feet
20.
bright light and 20 feet dim light.
Okay. So you're able to see this room. It looks like a bunch of fungus. Like you see mushrooms in spots. You see like budding fungal type flowers, moss, all sorts of things like that all over this area. Some, like I said, a few flowers, some larger than others. And it mostly peppers the stairwell here and then goes down and kind of covers the walls for the most part.
Ooh, let's go that way.
Yeah, I'll start to creep in that direction.
Okay.
I pick up a pebble like he did and throw it in. Does mine light up?
The pebble does not light up. You get an A for effort, though.
Picked up the wrong pebble.
As we're walking into this room, Saphira wants to check out the mushrooms and the unusual flowers growing on the wall.
Okay. Let me read the text to you. The entrance to the cave ends here at a 10-foot drop-off. To your right, broad steps are roughly hewn into a natural stone ramp. The cavern below is carpeted with a profusion of fungi ranging from a few inches high to nearly as tall as a human adult. 2 paths lead through the fungi, one on the right and one on the left.
This is like very like 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea or something like that, where they walk into that cave with the giant mushroom. So do we want to go down the left or the right path?
I listen for the water.
It sounds like it's coming from that direction. The 2 paths are indistinguishable sound-wise. They're both kind of heading the same way.
Which path has the cooler looking flowers?
The one to the left doesn't seem to have as many of the flowers. The one on the right
Okay.
does.
I vote we go to the one on the right then.
And there's like 4 purple ones at the bottom of the stairs, basically. Like once you get to the bottom of the stairs, there'll be like 5-10 feet in front of you on the ramp still.
Okay, Saphira is going to go down the right path then.
Okay.
And as she's
she going
walking
first?
down this, if nobody else is going down the right path, I'll go first. But otherwise, I'll at least give Drukan the opportunity to go first.
Okay.
Actually, suspicious of the fungus, and I'm gonna let the little druid go first.
All right.
I have no idea what those
Okay.
mushrooms are, and I'm gonna let somebody who's more familiar with nature deal with them.
Saphira is super excited about this. And she is going along this path, checking out the mushrooms, maybe cutting off some smaller ones, picking a couple flowers and like tucking them in her backpack
Okay.
as she
Yeah.
goes.
So you're able, you don't have your backpack on you at this time.
Oh yeah, she'll just stuff him down her shirt then.
Okay. So you get to the bottom of the stairs. Who's behind you? Drukan or Pike?
Yeah, I'd follow right behind her.
Okay. And then Drukan's probably third. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you guys get down there. Again, you see these things, and what lies in front of you is like 4 large purplish flowers that are taller than you, Saphira. Like I said, though, there's other smaller ones that are small to the left. And you can stick on this path, or there's actually a spot where you could move over to the other path if you wanted as well.
Okay, so seeing these, like how big are these flowers?
The big ones?
Yeah.
Oh, there's like 4 that are like 5 feet tall.
Okay, so Saphira walks up to these flowers and just appears to stand there. She is going to use her telepathic ability and attempt to speak to them in Sylvan and ask them. She's going to say, good afternoon, nature spirits. I hope you enjoy this cave. Can you tell me anything about this area?
Did you ask him about the water?
I can ask him about the water.
So they I don't, how do I handle this? I've never had anyone talk to plants before.
Well, I don't know if there's like a plant language.
There
I
isn't.
just know. Yeah, I
I
just know
actually-
that Sylvan is like a nature
Yeah,
language
it's like a fae
for
thing.
like nature spirits and stuff like that. So that's why she went that route.
So you hear back
Oh, I don't.
you hear back yes, travel this path. Come closely on the right. And it says
The right
they say
path?
yes, the right path is always the right path.
And it sounds like there is perhaps an underground spring up ahead.
No.
Oh, is there no water down here?
No, it's damp down here.
Oh, okay.
But no ponds or rivers.
Thank you for your help.
Mm-hmm.
Have a lovely
Come
afternoon.
closer. Come closer.
Do I feel suspicious of?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
+5.
Oh, I get a +5?
Yeah.
Oh, this should go okay then. That is going to be a 28.
You do not trust them. Give me a nature check.
Oh, that's only a 10.
Yeah, you know, you don't necessarily trust it, but you don't know why. It's just a gut feeling, I guess.
So I will turn back to the group and I will relay the information that the flower spoke to me and said we should take the path to the right. It also said there's no water down here, Pike, unfortunately.
Well, it's clearly lying. We can hear the water drops.
I'm not sure. It wants me to get really close to it, and that doesn't seem like a very good idea.
So we should burn it.
Saphira, you also notice the ground you're standing on once you step off the stairs is actually really soft and damp.
I will approach Saphira and I will ask, are these plants bothering you at all?
No, they're not bothering me. But perhaps maybe we should move through this area quickly.
I would like to quickly cast a druidcraft on the plants and try and coax out some seeds from them for research later.
So wait, what are you doing?
Casting druidcraft on the plant to try and get some seeds out of it.
So how does druidcraft work? I've never heard of this spell. I mean, I know it's in there, but I don't know anything about it.
It's similar to prestidigitation, and one of the effects is you instantaneously make a flower blossom, seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom. So it lets you have some control over plants as it pertains to their natural cycle.
Okay.
So I was curious if I could use it to coax some seeds out of them.
So you're trying to get them. So you're just trying to make your own seeds, or you're trying to get them to give you seeds.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
if that fails, I'll just use mold earth to rip it out of the wall.
They do not seem perceptive to giving you seeds.
Well, there's always the hard way of doing things.
I don't know that we should do that. I think we should just keep going.
All right. You want to just...
So, Crank, you came to the bottom of the stairs, correct? With Saphira?
Yep.
Okay, when you get to the bottom, you slip. Give me a dex save.
Oh, God. Oh, my dump stat. One of many. Fantastic. I'm sorry, you rolled D20, or D&D Beyond's being a little slow. That is a 14.
Okay, that is not good enough. So you,
Well,
Saphira,
of
you're
course
standing there, and Crank, like, you notice that that Crank, like, tumbles as soon as he steps on the bottom step and starts sliding down the ramp right into these 4 flowers.
A ramp? Oh.
Roll initiative.
That's one way.
Dang.
Everybody.
Okay. Oh, maybe I can help you. I got a 19.
It's okay. I got a 3, so you know. What'd you get? Saphira got a 19.
Mm-hmm.
What did Drukan get? Oh, you guys post it in the chat instead? Okay.
Well, I did. I put mine in there.
Okay.
I'll just tell you.
What'd you get, Crank?
I got an 8.
8. What'd Pike get?
1.
1. Wow. And what'd you get, Drukan?
I got a 12.
12. Okay, and I should roll for Saul. Okay. All right. With that, Saphira, what was it you were hoping to do on your turn?
So seeing Crank slip down the stairs towards these flowers, and Saphira feels that they're probably not the best well-intended flowers, I'm going to try and grab Crank and prevent him from falling into their grasp.
My research.
What is your strength, Paula?
It's a 12.
Okay, give me an athletics check. And how tall are you, Crank? You're a metal creature, correct?
Yeah, I put 6 feet, but
Yeah, you're probably pretty heavy, I would think. Like
yeah,
really heavy.
I mean,
Metal
dense.
is usually pretty heavy. Yeah, I'm big boned Juice. God.
You're very
I-
thin. What are you talking about?
I got a 16.
That's probably not good enough. Just because he's like, I'm thinking he's probably like easily like 280 pounds, easy.
Well,
Oh, you think so?
she's just trying
It's
to
metal
drag,
plated.
right? Like it's not like she's
Right.
not like she's there.
He's like Warforged have like inner metal workings too. Like it's not like they're just metal, like just on the outside. It's
Like carry weight is her strength score multiplied by 15, right? So I don't know.
yeah, but you're moving. Like she's trying to stop
Yeah, okay,
a
fair point,
rolling
fair
ball
point,
of
yes.
metal, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
sliding down these.
But
This
it was good
ramp.
enough that you don't get pulled into it with him.
Okay.
So he goes like rolling past you. You reach out to grab him and you feel it pulling you. And you're like, yeah, this isn't working. And you let go as he tumbles into the flowers. Then, Drew Can, what are you doing seeing this happen right next to you as well?
As they all crash to the flowers. I don't really have anything that would save them.
They're really pretty purple flowers, if it matters, even though they're more like a purple-headed mushroom than anything.
I'm actually kind of vibing with these flowers. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty stoked.
I really don't have anything that I can do. I mean, all I can do is try to set one on fire or blast it with a ray of frost and freeze it.
Yeah.
Seeds.
I'll try that. I'll try to quickly blast one before someone hits it.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
I got a 13.
Yeah, you hit the flower. That's with the ray of frost, you said?
Yep.
So that's cold damage?
3 points of cold damage, yeah.
So yeah, you definitely hit it, and you see that like part of one of the, like the, I don't know, not necessarily tendrils, but like the arms of it or whatever that have like a leaf on it, breaks off and falls to the floor. All right. And then we will go over to Crank.
I got the perfect spell for this occasion. The perfect spell that I've never really seen used by very many people, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Actually, before I do that, am I still like sliding towards them?
No,
Like,
you're
what's my,
into him. Like you already bumped
Oh.
into him. You're on the
Oh.
floor, prone,
Perfect.
right underneath all four of them,
Absolutely.
with
perfect.
Saphira right next to you, and then Drew Can behind her.
So I'm going to cast Infestation, which is a cantrip, one of my favorite cantrips. So I can cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on
All right.
one creature you can see within range.
Okay.
So they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Would what kind of damage is that and stuff?
It's poison damage.
Poison damage. Poison damage on flowers. All right.
I like the idea of bug parasites on flowers.
I mean, I think it's super
Fair.
appropriate.
I agree. I couldn't
Fail.
agree more.
And what do they have to be? What number again?
13.
So one made it.
Okay, so one made it and one failed? Or is that
You said, oh, was it only one creature?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Then no. Then the first one failed. Sorry, I thought
Okay,
it was
sweet.
an area of effect. My bad.
No, sadly not. It really should be though.
Yeah,
In any case,
it's
so
because
it
it's a
takes,
cantrip. That's why, probably.
There are some AoE cantrips, but not a lot. I think
Yeah.
there's only 2 technically. So it takes 3 poison damage, and get this. This is one of my favorite parts of the spell. It has to move 5 feet in a random direction.
So the same one that Drew Can just hit with the frost, you see it starts wilting. Like, I don't know if a mushroom can wilt. It does have like these little tendril things on it, but it starts like wilting, and like these bug things start eating at it, and it moves 5 feet across the ground, like kind of slides across the ground before it just falls over. Clearly a dead flower.
Crank can now die a satisfied Warforged. All right, that's all I can really do this turn.
All right.
Actually, I'll stand up. Yeah, I'll do that before I.
Saul stands over the ledge over there and is like, "What in the world are you guys doing?" And that's all he does. And it is now their turn. And the one that just died just again wilts over, but the other 3 quickly attack Crank.
Neat.
So
I have pack tactics.
You imagine
Flowers.
Oh,
let's see how many times they hit.
one of the best abilities in the game.
The first one is attacking 4 times.
Oh well, it was
What?
nice knowing all of
Wait,
you.
hold on.
19 to hit.
It died and only
Wait.
had 6 hit points, but it gets
Yep.
4 attacks.
My AC
I'll tell you about it
11,
later.
by the way. So
I mean, in
19
Tomb of
on the
Annihilation,
first.
the plant creatures are ridiculous.
So the first one hits for 5 points of necrotic damage.
necrotic, no.
Yep. Second one does not hit. Third one from the first, nope, misses also. This die is not working out real well.
Thank
And the
God.
last one from the first plant is a 21 for another 5 points of necrotic damage. Now,
And this
the
why can't they
second
deal
creature
poison damage?
gets 3 attacks.
Oh,
Crit for 4. 10 points of necrotic damage.
oh wow!
8 points of necrotic damage.
You son of a bitch.
And 11 misses, I'm assuming.
Yes.
The third plant gets
Oh, wow.
2 attacks.
I'm down, boys.
First one does an 11 miss.
Yes, my AC is 11.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then that would still hit.
What? I thought it was you have to be
If it's
greater than
nope,
these.
it's all a tie. So then
Oh,
technically
okay,
that's
never
an
mind.
auto 2 failures.
Okay.
And then the next one misses. So yeah. Anyways,
God.
so that
Wow.
that was
Okay.
their turn.
Okay.
Pike, you see Crank get these tendril things, this rotting touch. And like the metal as it's touched actually like almost looks like it turns to rust for a moment on him. And it happens over and over again from these creatures. You guys are just like, is this happening? And Crank drops. And then the last one still attacked him at least once.
Oof.
It is now Pike's turn.
Mm. I'm going to run over there and try to just grab him and pull him out.
Okay.
My
me a-
limp, rusted husk.
You know what? He's limp. What's your strength score? Tell me it's not a 12.
+3.
Oh,
16.
okay. Yeah, you could pull him out then, I would say. So you pull him out away from harm's way for the moment. And that would be your full turn. And it is now Saphira's turn. You can see now the right path was probably the wrong path as it leads between these plants. And you just saw Crank basically just get destroyed by these things.
So when these creatures were attacking him, I mean, he was right up next to them, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Saphira being back a little bit, she's kind of under the assumption that maybe these you really have to get close to these creatures in
Their
order to get
tendrils
hit
look
by
like
them.
their tendrils do look like they could reach out a little bit.
Okay.
Like not super far, but again, they look like they could reach with them.
Okay, so she's gonna back up a little bit. She grabs some stones off the ground, casts a spell on them, and they begin to glow blue. And then she will hurl them, or hurl one of them at one of the creatures. So she'll use her bonus action to cast Magic Stone, and then hurl it in her sling.
Okay.
So that is a 19
That
to
hits.
hit. And that is 7 points of damage.
So yeah, you hurl this stone and hit like the purple part, and it just like blows right through it. Like it was super easy to destroy it, and it just falls over where Crank's body was just a moment ago. Was that your whole turn?
Yes.
Are you sure? You don't have like any cool bonus action thing?
That was it. It was the bonus action to cast the spell, and then
okay,
an
and then to
attack,
throw it.
a regular action to throw it.
Okay.
No, yeah, I think that's it.
All right, Drukan. Crank is down on the ground in a lot of pain. You've got 2 more of these flower things, and by a lot of pain, I mean he is unconscious. You've got 2 more of these plant creatures.
He will firebolt one of them.
Okay.
Sorry.
Crank being left out to dry.
Oh,
Feels
I
good,
didn't.
man.
Oh.
It has a 24 to hit and 7 fire damage.
So you just light this one up, poof, and it just wilts and dies, just like the other ones. And it also falls where Crank's body used to be. Let's see. That was initiative 12. Crank, give me a death save.
So funny.
This was not the room I thought was going to wipe anybody out at all.
You liar.
No, I swear to God.
You
I swear.
You
to
knew
God.
Crank's good-hearted nature would get himself killed.
I thought Crank was going to stay underground outside of the cave.
That is a 12. Thank the merciful gods.
1 success, 2 fails. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Saul is going to shoot a firebolt. He hits the last one. He wipes it out. So he nails the last flower that was attacking Crank, and it dies. Goes up in a quick flame. And so that was that.
Drukan will immediately jump down and put
Lay on
a
hands.
point of lay on hands into Crank to bring him back.
1 point. What a merciful man. So generous.
I'm going to run over and start to search for Crank's rope because I know he wants to find that rope to climb in and hide.
Yeah, where's that little piece of rope, Crank?
In my dreams currently.
It's
Delusionally
going to be a long
reaching out
search
for it.
then, apparently.
Saphira will take one of the chicken eggs that she has, and she will hurl it at Crank and heal him for 10 points.
This is just his best day, you know.
He's got like yolk all
So-
over his face.
Yes.
But it's a very
Dripping down the
cleansing
metal
yolk.
Yep.
that's rusted,
Yep.
you know.
Some of the
almost got
rust
one-
goes back to shiny metal.
Almost got one-shotted by a shrub. What a great.
I mean, to be fair, you did kind of get hit like 6 times or something crazy there.
And
No,
you
no,
have
I-
an
I
armor class
remember.
of 11.
To be fair,
11.
I didn't expect a crazy slide into them, so there was that.
The best part is their AC is only a 5. So like they're like super simple.
Maybe we're related. But I'll immediately start rummaging through these godforsaken plants and just carrying what I can.
I'd also like to go up there and check out these plants too.
The ones that are dead or the other ones?
Yeah.
Okay, the ones that are dead, give me a nature check. You already made one. Yeah, I think you already made one though, Paula. So
I did already make one. So
if somebody else wants to try,
if Crank is checking him out,
yeah, sure. I am proficient in nature, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Come on, roll 20, so slow.
Because I think Paula rolled a 14 on hers.
That is a 17.
So you would know these are violet fungi, and yes, they are lethal. It's not uncommon in underground layers and things like that to be used as like almost like a trap, like they were right here.
Well, now that we've defeated them, perhaps we should take the right path, because that's the path that they would have destroyed us on, right?
Probably lying about the water too.
Yeah, for lying about the water. Those sons of bitches.
You can tell like this floor again is kind of damp. So like, and if you look at the walls, obviously the fungus is growing because the walls are damp too.
I'm gonna use shape water then as I walk to clear away the moisture in front of me, so I don't turn into a slip and slide again. That'd be really nice.
All right.
Seeing how Dex is my dump stat, I think that makes a lot of sense.
When Saul comes down the stairs, he does the same thing that Crank did on the bottom step. And in fact, if anybody was looking, the bottom step is loose, and it's meant, it looks like, to turn into a slippery slope and make you trip.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Can I make that perception check to see if I see Saul fall and slide?
You see it. You just see Saul fall and slide.
Make a mental note.
He'll be like, what are you talking about? Next session. All right. Let me advance the map.
I'm actually happy Saul wasn't there to witness that. Well, I mean, I guess he was, but Bill wasn't. So.
All right.
So the right path takes us, is that down or up?
It's just you're continuing through to the next room. And the next room is room 4 there.
Okay.
So you see further ahead, you see those 3 like pillars, natural cavern pillars into this room. And there's a drop off straight ahead. Looks like there's some stairs to the right. And then there's a path to the left. So where would you guys like to go? You guys are all the way back here still, but you're coming through here. When you get up to here, what are you guys using for light too? Obviously you threw a rock last time.
Pick it up again, throw it again. Okay,
so you're throwing it into the middle of room 4?
Yep.
Okay, when you throw it in there, it kind of skips. And you can see, clearly you see dead bats. Not a bunch, just a few on the floor. Other than that, you don't see really anything else. What would you like to do?
I'll turn to Drew Can actually and be like, "Hey, do you still have that crossbow or the crossbow?"
Yeah. Why? What's your idea?
Well, bats they're usually on the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
But they're not right now. They're dead on the ground. So if they're dead on the ground, then I'm curious if something's on the ceiling. And if it's more shrubs, I'm leaving.
I'll look up at the ceilings to check it out to see if I can see anything up there.
Okay.
I was thinking I could cast light on one of your bolts and we could just shoot it up there.
Give me a perception check.
All right. 18.
So looking at the ceiling, you can see there's a lot of like jagged rock. Looks like maybe bats could sleep there, like something to kind of grasp onto, like little small pieces. But you don't see anything up there at this time.
The bats on the ground, are they alive?
They appear to be dead.
They're
Do me a
dead?
favor, Saphira. Give me a nature check.
I know that you guys probably assume that I'm really good at nature checks, but I'm just going to let you know
It's an ent thing. And
that I'm not. Oh, hey, I got an 18.
Hooray.
So it's nighttime. You know bats typically don't sleep at night.
I mean,
In other words, they would not
Yes.
be up there right now because it's nighttime.
so they're probably out eating.
eating. Yeah.
yeah. But these ones are dead. I'm just wondering what killed it and didn't eat it.
I would like to use mold earth to kind of shimmy one towards us without actually going into the room.
Okay.
And I'd like to dissect the bat to see if I can discern its cause of death.
Okay. You pull it back. Give me a nature check.
I was thinking a medicine check. Is that
Yeah, no.
possible?
No, you're just looking. You don't even. You have to know something about a bat first, right?
I mean, I'm proficient in both, but I mean, that is a 16 for the nature check.
So when you look at the bat, you can see clearly that it has a puncture wound, a single solo puncture wound. It's also it appears to be really bony, like there's just no innards possibly in this thing. When you cut it open, it still has its organs or whatever, but there's like no blood. It's clearly been dead for probably a couple days, but it looks like something sucked it dry, basically.
Well, I don't know how to feel about all that. I'll relay it to the group and freak out a little bit inside.
I don't like this place, you guys. I mean, first we have plants attacking us, and now we have blood-sucking creatures.
Frank puts up a finger. He's like, plants attacking me, actually, but yeah.
But we haven't seen any like dead kobolds or people around. So do you think the thing is just attacking the bats?
I don't know.
You think the guards did it?
Oh,
It
the
is-
vampire guards.
It is
I wonder-
possible.
I wonder if the guards use the stairwells around it to avoid the area. Because there's the stairwell on the right and the left side.
No, you're talking about on that map. This
Yeah,
is actually not right here. So this is just showing you that there's a walkway from one room to another. You guys don't see that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all. That's why it's dotted. You don't actually see that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, then, I guess I don't know. I guess we should just continue in then. I don't know.
Pick up
Yeah.
another rock and throw it. Does it light up?
No, but you get inspiration, Pike.
He's determined.
I just can't seem to find these rocks that light up.
You know what? I'll do him a solid. I'll do a solid, Pike. I'll pick up a rock, cast a light on it, and be like, "Here you go, buddy.
Wow.
My gift to you.
I put it in my pocket.
Worth it."
You put the rock in your pocket?
I'll put it
So
in
it's
like
kinda
a
glowing?
pouch. Yeah, in a pouch. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to lose it.
All right.
I mean, it lasts for an hour. It's not concentration.
I love it.
It'll be fine.
Okay. So you guys start
Perhaps
going.
we should just proceed into the room cautiously.
I'll watch you guys proceed into the room cautiously and just hang back for a second with good old Saul.
Okay. Are you stealthing in then, Paula? Or I mean, Saphira?
Yeah, so Saphira's gonna kind of creep
the
into
pillars?
the room. Yeah, and just try and take a really good look around as she's doing so.
Okay. first give me your stealth check, and then if anybody's moving up to the pillars with you, then they need to make, unless they want to walk normal, just let me know. But give me a stealth check.
That is a 17.
Okay, so you seem to be pretty quiet. You're able to get up there. Is anybody else going with her?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay. And you're stealthing as well?
Oh, yeah. All the way with my 4.
What about Drew Can? What are you doing?
Glowing pocket.
I'm gonna hold back and pull out my crossbow, Plan B.
All right, so we have Pike and Saphira get up here. Drew Can and Crank are back there. Saul's still back here. And Paula, you wanted to do a perception check, or are you just trying to look like all the different
Yeah,
directions?
I'm just trying to look around, because I'm expecting that there's some sort of creature or something that has killed these that is somewhere, you know,
Oh, okay.
like attached to the ceiling or on the wall or something, hiding
So
underneath
you're basically
the
looking
bats.
up for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm assuming it's probably up, but I'm just kind of looking around.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, give me your perception check.
16.
So as soon as you start looking around, you see up high behind one of these pillars, like almost up on into the ceiling, kind of. There's this crevice, and you can see what looks like some like tattered rags hanging off the edge. It's a very small hole, but you see like some tattered rags and maybe some like hay or something, like some kind of foliage up there. It's really hard to tell because it's like 15-foot high ceilings. And you're obviously really close to the ground, being as short as you are. And as soon as Pike gets next to you, you're hearing like clink, clink, clink of something, and the rock hits his weapon, and like it's really loud. And all of a sudden, a bunch of red creatures start flying out, little small things that have this needle on the front of them, and they go straight at the source of the noise. So
initiative.
Yeah, let's roll some initiative as 10 of these things come flying out.
We're so messed up, man.
I hate these things.
I literally did a video on these not too long ago, actually.
Like, you think that you're like, oh, they're not really gonna be so bad.
No, these are one of the.
They're terrible. 13.
All right, so I have 12, 13 for Saphira. What'd Drew Can get?
16.
16. What'd Pike get?
14.
What did Crank get?
Got a very nice 5.
Ah, that's okay. You're just gonna hide in the hole anyway.
Yeah, you know it.
All right. With that, the first person to go is Drew Can. So you see these red bird things with these needles on their head go flying right at Pike, because he's taller than Saphira. So he's going to get the first brunt of it, probably. What would you like to do from 40 feet back?
Fire my crossbow.
Okay.
I got a 14 to hit.
That will miss, and only because they have cover from the columns and you're that far back.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to move, or you want to stay back and shoot?
Yeah, I'll move so that I can get a clearer shot on them.
Okay. You can do that. Yeah, you'll move up, and you'll be able to possibly do that next turn. Okay. Next up is Pike. So you see these things flying right at you.
Okay. I'm going to do something I probably never used in a game. I'm actually going to, I see all these things coming up. I figured it's probably my fault because I wasn't very quiet, or they want that shiny rock. I don't know which it is. But I'm going to step in front of Saphira with my shield and use the dodge action.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Very underrated action, by the way.
It's really powerful. Saphira.
So I assume since these things were coming from their nest, they're kind of sort of like clumped together, flying
Yeah.
towards
They're
us.
all like right above you guys.
Yeah. So Saphira crouches down behind Pike, but she does peek out for long enough. You see her fling a shard of ice towards the middle of these creatures. So she will cast Ice Knife. And yeah, hold on. Is a 17 to hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
So it hits one and then it like explodes out or something?
Yeah, so the one it hit, it did 10 points of damage.
Yep, easily dead.
And then it explodes. So every creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex saving throw.
For half?
No, or it takes 2d6, so I will roll that for you. Which is 11.
So you throw this spell up and it goes making this like shattering sound as it hits the one, and all of a sudden these sturges just start dropping on the ground around you guys. And they're all dead.
And then they're all dead?
There were 10 of them within 10 feet, like all like coming out in a line 15 feet above you. Like, yeah, pretty much. I couldn't justify any living.
I was gonna cause a cave in. God damn it! All right. Looks like you
Glad
all
we
get
avoided
to live.
that.
Death by falling rocks.
Yeah, I
not
didn't-
even the DM's fault.
Yeah. For the fun of it, one of the sturges does fall on Pike's head and bounce off, leaving a little bit of blood trickling down Pike's face.
Wow. Saphira's never killed so many things before at one time. She's
And
actually
single-handed.
she's pretty proud of herself. She snuck into this room, successfully located them, and then took them all out in one hit.
And you prevented a TPK, which is very nice.
So,
Yeah.
so this area is slightly peppered with some of the fungus from the previous area, but for the most part, it's more dry in this space, and so there's actually not as much. Like I said, to the east, there's stairs straight ahead. It looks like there's a drop off of some sort, but you can't see, because of the way the light works. And then to the left, you can't really make out what's around the corner to the left. So what would you like to do?
There's a drop off in front of us, the stairs to the right, and then an open area to the left.
Yep. There's 3 options.
You guys don't think that they had anything cool in their nest, do you?
I think that we could probably find out.
Might have eggs.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll also start snapping off their little stingers and shoving it in whatever pouch I have available.
All right. So the ceiling is about 15 foot high. Who's trying to climb up a column and rock cliff over?
Well,
To the nest.
I have an unseen servant I could get to do that.
Oh, can they fly
Feasible.
or something? Or can they
Oh,
climb?
I'm assuming he can climb. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't say he can't, and just does whatever I tell him to do. But he does not have a
Stat block?
dexterity stat block. No. Well, it just says he has a hit point and some strength, but that's about it.
I don't know.
Well, if anyone else has some better ideas, there's always the cave-in option. I could do that.
You're not going to cave it in. That's not.
Well.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I mean, that's probably true. Probably true.
So as you guys are talking about this, you see 4 kobolds come rushing in from the left. Also, the 2 guards who were before are right with them. Roll initiative. Actually, yeah, let's roll initiative again. All right, let's Drukan. What'd you get?
12.
All right, what'd you get, Saphira?
Solid 4.
4. Ooh. Okay, Pike.
17.
Oh, nice. Crank.
Got a 7. My initiative rolls have not been super hot lately.
All right, so Pike, you see these 4 kobolds come rushing around the corner. They're about 10 feet away from you. What would you like to do? There's 2 robed figures behind them, yelling, "Get them!"
Are they yelling, "Get them," like "Get the kobolds," or are they yelling at us? Would I know this?
It's you think they're yelling to the kobolds because they're kind of pointing at you since you're in the front.
Well, I'll tell you what. Our last plan worked awesome. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get in front of Saphira with my shield and use the dodge action because she mowed everything down last time. So,
all right, perfect. Next up is Drukan. So you hear in common from around ahead. You can't see this, but you hear, "Get them!"
I will put my crossbow off to the side, step forward, grabbing. Yeah, so step forward from between the pillars, the columns, and seeing the group of kobolds and the cloaked guy. I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolts at 2nd level.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice. That is a nat 1.
Oh no. So doing this, and with Pike right in front of you, roll again. Let's confirm to see if you hit Pike or not. I'll say it kind of negate, like it's just a straight 1 roll.
It's another nat 1.
Oh my gosh. So okay, it goes off in your face. You go to cast it. You have a shield, don't you?
Yeah, but I had my crossbow in my other hand.
Oh, okay. So the crossbow gets in your way as you try to sling your spell. And when you do, it kind of like blasts off in your face. Roll your own damage.
Oh.
Does that do anything different too? Like, does it?
Yeah, if I get matching numbers on the D8s, it makes a copy of itself and jumps to another target within 30 feet of me.
Yeah. Such a good spell.
Crank and Saphira are right next to you, so
Crank has come to terms with death.
Well, Saphira's with Pike. Saphira's with Pike.
So it did
right
chaos jump. I got 2 6s. So that's
okay. So I'm gonna roll. You know what? Pike, or not Pike, but Paula and Chance. Just roll a d20. Whoever rolled the highest is safe. Whoever rolled the lowest gets hurt. If you tie, you both get hurt.
Shouldn't I roll another attack because it's supposed to be another ranged attack?
Well, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, Crank, but
I didn't do super hot.
20.
Yeah, I got a 10. So I mean.
All right, so
Goes
roll your
down
damage
again.
and apply it to you and Crank.
Worst.
Hey,
So
to be fair, he was saved by Drukan last time.
So I don't think you understand. It's supposed to be a ranged attack at another target within 30 feet. It's not just auto damage.
You already rolled to hit. That was the one.
Oh, but he gets to roll to hit again.
He rolled twice already.
Jumps. Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
jumping
okay.
to Crank, and he has to roll to hit.
Well, no,
again.
I already made the ruling that the 2 rolls are why he hit, and that's because it was 2 auto 1s, right? Or 2 crit fails.
But that it hit. That's why it hit him.
Yeah, that's why you said it hit me, because it failed to miss
Right.
the enemy, and it failed
But
to...
now he rolled
So-
damage so that it matches.
Okay, so
now
now you're
it
saying you
jumps
would
up
have to roll again though to see if it would actually hit him.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
has to
My
roll
AC
to
is
attack.
11. I'm sure.
All right, roll to hit him.
Exactly gonna hit.
Roll to hit him.
It's fine.
I already rolled a
Drupan's
21.
also like.
He rolled a
Well,
21
there we
anyway.
go. There we go.
We'll have enough buffer
All right.
there.
All right, give me that damage.
Could have skipped that step.
See, I'm just thinking you guys are all bunched up right there anyway in the columns.
Oh,
So.
God, that was close. So yeah, you suffer 20 points of...
Does that outright kill you?
I have 11 hit points, so I should be okay, but
okay.
just
yeah,
barely.
It's 20 points of thunder damage.
Okay, couldn't have been
So
poison.
it's loud too. So it's like boom.
I'm the one who suffered the poison damage.
Oh,
So
great! The one thing I have resistance to, peachy.
if there is anybody in these caves that was, not being loud already, they just heard you all throughout these caves from this loud thundering boom off of metal.
God damn! God damn! I need a short rest, man.
All right, it is now Crank's turn.
Oh, neat.
Where's your rope at?
Yeah. Well, I wish.
Gotta hide from your friends. and
Difficult
yourself.
to climb the rope when
Thank
he's
God,
incapacitated.
I got a 16 on my death save. So
There you go.
that's-
Perfect.
That's one piece of good news.
I love it. Okay, so Crank is lying on the ground against the pillar, unconscious, and it is now the kobold's turn and the other 2 guys. So the kobolds come up one by one, attacking at Pike, since he's in the front. Miss, what's your AC, Pike? Just
17.
second
But
one
he's
crits and
right?
They have
yes.
disadvantage, don't they?
Yeah, first
Yes.
first one missed. Second one does crit. Hang on, let's see if it doesn't crit. Okay, no, but it will hit on its second because I rolled 16. All right, so I did hit with 1 of the 4. This is the third one. I rolled a 15 on the die and a 3, so that one misses. The fourth one, and they actually negate because of pack tactics at this point. The fourth one hits with crit. So I got 1. I need to roll the damage before I forget this crap. Okay, so they're hitting you with daggers. So whoop-de-doo. So the first one that did hit is a 5. The one that crit is 7. You're not raging, are you?
Nope.
All right, so they've done that. Now the other 2 guys move up. They are going to attack you. First one misses. Second one misses. So that was all of them. So you are surrounded. This area is just cluttered with kobolds around you and 2 other guys. And they're like attacking at you, and you're just like trying to matrix out of the way. 2 of them somehow get you. And then, that was their turn. It is now the wonderful Saphira's turn.
All right. So
There is
Saphira's-
2 kobolds that could attack you too, if they wanted to, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Good.
I'm just saying if you
Okay.
tried to like move, it would probably provoke.
Oh, yeah, no, I assumed they were all around me because I was up hiding behind Pike earlier, so kind of up there with him.
Mhm.
So Saphira will go ahead. She is just gonna use her staff to to try and fend off some of these creatures. One of these kobolds. And probably not very successfully. I'm assuming an 11 does not hit.
On a kobold?
Yeah.
Nope. Close, but not close enough.
So she will also use her bonus action to cast Healing Word on Crank.
Okay. Now he can go into his hidey hole.
And that is
Unless
sorry, 4
Drukan hits him
points.
again.
Uh-huh.
That's
Uh-oh.
4 points.
4 points. Neat.
Maybe Drukan's doing this because he was so put off by the face wearing, but he's painting it to look like it was an accident. Or maybe he's
Drukan-
really an agent for the dragons.
Drukan also low-key killed a guy in cold blood, so let's not claim the moral
That guy was
high
an
ground here.
unrepentant evil bastard.
Says you, one person.
I didn't mutilate his body after he was dead.
You're right, you're the one who killed him, yes. Of
I'm
course.
pretty sure you have a
That's-
cold backpack so that you can preserve dead people's body parts. So
Not
I don't
exclusively
know
body parts.
who should be taking the moral high ground on who here.
He's also got a sword with blood on it, so, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just...
Pike has blood on his face. And it's Pike's turn.
Yeah, but that's more of sort of like a decorative accent at this point.
All
Really
right,
play it
so
loose.
I am surrounded.
Yes, you are absolutely surrounded.
Okay. So bonus action rage, and I will put my shield in front of me, pick a kobold, and run him down and try to get out of this circle.
Oh, okay. So you're going to try and push through one?
Yeah.
Okay. So he tries to push back at a whopping 9 as you start pushing through.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Athletics.
Okay. That would be 22.
So you start pushing through. The kobold you push through, you still are kind of surrounded. Give me a... Let's see. That would actually provoke a few attacks of opportunity. So you push it back. Obviously, you don't get an attack from him. You're still within 5 feet of the 2 humans that you've pushed in between.
Okay.
But 3 kobolds will attack. That's going to miss. Right? 10 plus... Yeah. 14 misses. 10 misses. And 9 misses. So all 3 miss as you push through. So now, the way it looks is you've got 2 humans on each side of you. And you've got a kobold ahead of you that you've pushed through even the humans. And then the other 3 kobolds are now behind you. 2 of them are around Saphira. And with that, it is now Drukon's turn. There's an
Drukan
opening where
is-
you could jump in the middle if you wanted to, where Pike used to be.
No, he is going to draw his long sword and rush up and hack at the closest kobold.
Okay.
That is a 12 to hit.
Hits.
Ooh. Then that's 7 slashing damage.
Yeah, you drop it.
Hooray. And then... Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Crank, you are on the ground. You are awake now. Looking straight up, you hear clink, clink of some pushing, and then all of a sudden you hear a sword go into some kobold's flesh. Killing it.
I think you're underestimating how much I can hear, or overestimating how much I can hear after taking 20 points of thunder damage at assumingly point blank range.
That's true. You
So,
probably just hear this.
Yeah, I'm shell shocked right now, so I'm gonna stare at the ceiling at the nice little stalactites, the pointy rocks, stalactites. Thank you. I'm gonna reconsider my cave-in option a little bit. Gonna decide against it. Gonna cast mold earth beside me and just pile a bunch of dirt on me like I'm pulling a blanket over myself.
So you're hiding in the ground?
I'm gonna remain there until my hearing comes back. Yes.
Crank is such a pussy.
Well, you try making constant death saves all game. Not the most encouraging.
I love it. It is their turn. Okay. So the kobold that is in front of Pike is going to attack with pack tactics. He hits with his dagger for 6 points of damage. That's awesome. That's max.
That's piercing or slashing, right?
Dagger is, I believe, piercing.
Okay, so I take half. Okay.
Yep. The next is the human next to you. He pulls out a scimitar and slashes at you. With pack tactics, he will hit on a 19 for 6 points of damage. And the other human is going to attack you now. I got a crit.
Oh, gosh.
Worse.
For 9 points of slashing damage. So 5 for half. The 3 kobolds are going to attack. 2 of them are going to attack Dracan. 1 of them is going to attack Saphira. So we'll do Saphira first. Does a 13 hit?
Does not.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, that shouldn't have been with advantage. Oh, well. Oh, I guess technically you're engaged with another one, too. All right, so then Drukan is getting attacked by 2 with pack tactics. Does a 16 hit?
Nope.
All right, so the first one misses. Does a 17 hit?
No.
All right, so you're good. That was all of them, and it is now over to Saphira.
Okay, guys. So I feel like things are not going so well for us.
Speak for yourself.
And
I'm
I've
doing great.
got like 2 ideas of things I could do. And one might be kind of out there. The other one's guaranteed to be helpful, though. I'm not really sure what I should do.
Do the first one. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. So, all of these creatures that are around us, like, what's the total area that we're taking up?
Like, if you're counting creatures and everything?
Yeah, so let's say,
Like 20 feet.
hypothetically speaking, okay, so 20 feet. So, like, hypothetically speaking, if Saphira cast Entangle on everybody.
Yes, everybody.
Okay.
That would suck for Crank being in the dirt, I would think.
I mean, okay. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Just lay it on. Don't even think twice. Just go for it.
Here's what Saphira does. So she starts shaking her staff around, and you see this huge bear like creature, almost made of clouds, appear. And so everybody in this area receives 8 temporary hit points. And all of us have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
And that's only on allies, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then Saphira begins to hit the ground around us, and you see all of these plants come up from the ground and begin to entangle everyone in the area as she casts Entangle.
So let me get this straight. So you did 2 spells, or is that 1?
No, it's not a spell. One of them is a druidic ability.
Okay.
It's part of, what is it called? It's called Spirit Totem.
Okay.
So I create a totem that has an effect. I can do like a bear, a hawk, or a unicorn, and then I cast a spell. So everybody in the area has to make a strength saving throw or be restrained, but everybody has advantage, and they also have 8 temporary hit points.
Okay. So you guys also have to make those saves.
Correct.
And it's an athletics check?
It's a strength.
Strength. Okay. Let's do kobolds first. I'll do the 3.
So I hope this works out well for us.
What do
but-
they have to beat?
Great question. I'm gonna assume it's
Your spell?
Spell save
13.
13? Okay. First one misses. Second one misses. Third kobold makes it. So the kobold on Pike made it.
So I hope you made it to Pike.
Okay, and then the 2 humans do not make it.
What's the DC?
13.
Okay, yeah, I made it.
That's
So I made it.
So
I
only
got a
one
19.
kobold avoided it. All right. And then all of you players made it? What about you, Crank, down underground? Did you make it?
Let me check here. Roll 20s or D&D Beyond's being slow. I got a 14. Sweet. Only because of advantage. I got a 2 on the other dice, so thank God.
Yeah, I got a 22 for my save, so
I love it.
Okay.
And
So
you
I'm
didn't,
glad that.
Paula?
No, I did make it.
Okay.
So the 8 temporary hit points last for 1 minute. So I'll try and
Awesome.
keep track of that for everybody.
8.
Oh.
The 1 minute, not the hit points. You're on your own there.
I need to look something up real quick that I may have forgot.
It's always a reassuring thing to hear.
It's a great thing. Oh, okay. I don't think it actually mattered because it didn't happen, I don't think. Okay, cool. Sorry. Anyways, that was Saphira's turn. And we are back up top, I believe. So, yeah, go ahead, Pike. You've got one kobold in front of you that appears to have avoided the tentacle plants. And, yeah, what would you like to do?
Are the rest of them close enough that they can attack me?
The 2 humans next to you are. You have 2 humans
Okay.
and the kobold. The humans are entangled.
Okay. And that means mechanically what? Do they have disadvantage or they just can't move?
I can't remember. Polly, can you look that up for me? I think it's disadvantage.
I think
It probably isn't in the spell. It might be in the
it
spell.
is.
Otherwise,
They're
it's not.
considered to be restrained specifically. So it's not called
So
out within the
disadvantage.
spell, but it'd be the restrained effect. Yeah.
Okay. Do I have advantage on them if I attack them?
Well, I'll pull it up real quick.
I think so.
Shoot. Why can't it be quicker? Here it is. Restrained. Restrained creature speed is 0. Can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dex saves as well.
Okay, so I would. So if this guy's in front of me and he's not restrained, yeah. Yeah, I will attack the human who is restrained then,
Okay?
and I have advantage. You said.
Yep.
I'm on advantage. Oh, yes. I think a 19 plus hits.
Yes, it does.
And that would be for 3. Okay. 6 damage.
All right, so you slash into him, and he lets out a "Grah!" And yeah, it is.
And
now,
I attempt to now use my movement and run. Now the other guys would get an attack of opportunity, wouldn't they?
Yes, even those guys who are entangled would. So you'd have 3 attacks of opportunity on you if you ran away.
Okay, that's fine.
So you're not going to move, or you are?
Yes, I will. I will run past him.
Okay. So
And
he's
he has
going to attack
disadvantage,
at
right? 'Cause-
disadvantage. He misses. The other human attacks at disadvantage. He will miss, and the kobold attacks with advantage because of the pack tactics. Actually, technically the humans have it too, but I think that's going to miss. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, 17 hits.
All right, so a dagger gets you for a whopping, wow, that is a whopping 6 points of damage.
That's by 1,000 cuts.
So you're able to get out into the middle of the space there now.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's where you were going, kind of the open
Yeah,
area.
I'm trying to get away so they're not all like surrounding me.
Yep, so you're able to get out into the open. It is now Drew Can's turn.
So how many people are left in that tangle weave of nonsense?
Two kobolds and 2 humans. You can't get to one of the kobolds, though, unless you wanted to give up an attack of opportunity to the others.
Say that again?
So he had pushed one kobold back. So if you were to try and move up to the one that's not entangled, it would provoke attacks from the other kobolds. So the way it is you have like 2 kobolds, 2 humans, and then a kobold.
I'll attack the kobold that's tangled up closest to me then.
Okay. You get advantage.
That is a crit.
I mean, you could roll damage if you want to.
Or
I'm assuming
you could
just your
smite.
bonus does it. Yeah, you could smite it if you want. Spend some
Smite
slots.
like a
I will
real
save that
man.
for something else.
Coward.
So let's see, that's not a lot of damage. That's only 7 damage.
It's still enough to kill. Your sword is sharp enough, it will kill. Sorry, it's from like some blacksmith show we've watched.
All forged in fire. Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Love it.
So uncultured.
Love it. All right. So you kill it, and then it is now Crank's turn underground.
Oh, my ears are still ringing. My hit points are still at 4. I have PTSD to plants currently, and even more vines still come for me. Barely
Yes.
able to bat them away.
You feel them slithering around you underground.
Life is
Technically,
not
you have
good.
12 hit points because you have 8 temporary hit points.
Well, yes, but I have 4 hit points nonetheless. I will feel brave and kind of shake some dirt off my head and poke my head up, and I will. I believe there's still at least 2 kobolds alive. Yes.
Oh yeah, one entangled, one
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And you see one
Well,
that's clearly been like cut in half, like right there
Neat.
next to your face.
I'll look at our morally righteous paladin and be like, "Oh, neat," and I'll aim at the unrestrained kobold and cast Eldritch Blast on him,
All right.
and that is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet, and that is 12 damage.
Yeah, you blow him up basically. So you hit him with this
Oh.
Eldritch Blast. He goes flying back, tumbles across the ground, lifeless.
All right, I'll wiggle myself back underground and call it a day.
All right. Crank's like, I did my job. I'm good.
Contributed, still counts.
All right. So what do I have to do to break from your entangle? Do I just have to have a higher strength roll than your entangle?
You have to,
DC?
yeah, you have to spend your round making a strength check, and it has to exceed that DC 13.
Does he want to attack you?
If he tries to attack, then he would just have the disadvantage from
Right.
restrained.
Yep. That's what I'm debating. He's gonna wiggle himself free. God, these dice are too big or something. Oh, cool. I rolled a 15 on the die. That's a 13. Was your DC a 13 or was it higher?
It's a 13.
Okay, then he gets out. He had to use his whole turn to do that, or can he move now?
Yeah,
Okay, so he used he's done.
it has to
Now,
use his action, so.
oh, okay, so he probably could move then. So he would move away. He'd back up from all these plants
Is that one that's engaged with one of us, though?
Yeah, he is engaged with you.
So that would provoke then, correct?
Yeah, you could hit him. You could swing at him.
I tried to swing at him, but I was so distracted by all the beautiful plants around me that I couldn't do it.
The guard now is going to try to break free. And he does as well. He rolled way higher. So he breaks free, and he will move back with the other kobold. And they're kind of like off, trying to go back to the left.
Does he provoke an attack of opportunity
He
too?
does not. No, you weren't. None of you were within range. Pike was the only one originally, but he moved. So that was their turn. It is now Saphira's turn. You still see them. They're about 35 feet in front of you.
So, but there's nobody that I would currently be engaged with?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Then I will go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Magic Stone, and I will fling it at the kobold who ran away.
Okay.
And then to say 20.
Hits.
And that is 7 points of damage.
He dead. What's it look like?
So Saphira rummages around on the ground, grabs a small little pebble, imbues it with magic, flings it at him in her sling, and it doesn't really look like it was all that great of a hit, but when it hit him, the area around it turned blue. You could see that the magic almost like pierced into his soul, and he fell over.
Awesome. And with that, let's take a quick 5-minute break.
In the middle of combat?
Yes, in the middle of combat. And I know that we're back up at the top of the order, so it's okay. So we will be right back. All right, we are back, and luckily no computers were harmed during this break. Paula was able to hold the water in her mouth rather than spitting it on her screen. But yeah, let's get back into it. So
I just want to make sure that our viewers get what they're looking for.
Not that kind of channel, Paula.
That's why there's a $sign at the bottom of the chat. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God, I feel like that's a
Super
challenge.
Chat will do that.
Oh gosh.
There's
Oh, please do it.
I'm sure if you super chat Peter up here, any of the following, he will be sure to seduce a kobold for you. Because then he'll have advantage on it as well. Maybe he can auto crit it. Great. All right. So anyways, we are back at the top of the order. It is Pike's turn. The lay of the land is that there is one human who was like at the front of the cave in the beginning. At least it looks like it's one of them. He's in a fully decked out black garb. Moving back into the area to the left. Oh man, Pike. You said it.
Oh God. Okay. Sorry.
So
Continue
Pike,
on. What's going
there
on?
are no
There's a
kobolds
kobold?
right here, right now. But you do see a human who is slinking back into the room to the left. What would you like to do? You are right here, Pike.
Okay.
And the human is right there.
Okay.
And the room behind him looks very dark.
Okay, I'm going straight to that human because I'm raging.
All right.
Yelling that you cannot have my magic shining rock, you rotten bastards, and I'm going to try to kill him. That's what's happened. The guy got the magic rock, and then the birds attacked us, and now these guys attack us.
Yeah.
So I'm not dealing with this. 16, 20 something, 21. I think that's a hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. That is a measly 7 damage.
Yeah, that was pretty measly. So you hit him. He is still standing. He has now finally taken his first wound. Slashing damage, correct? Across his chest.
Yep.
And he starts backing up. And Chance got you too. Chance has one-upped Josh, apparently, and doesn't want the kobold. So I guess you don't have to now.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyways, he takes the damage and kind of looks up at you and says, "You're gonna pay for that." And it is now Drew Can's turn, and you see this unfolding about 40 feet away from you.
Was it just the guy that's left, or was there anything else?
Yeah, it's just one human left right now in this room.
Uh,
Oh no! Josh gotcha, Pike. Sorry. What you doing, Drew?
I'm gonna Ray of Frost. The guy.
All right, go for it.
That is a modified 20 for 3 cold damage, and
3?
his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay, minus 10 foot speed. All right, so you hit him. He's still alive. All of us, like as soon as he gets hit, you can see his breath turns into like the cloud of but like when you're breathing in cold air. Anyways, that's what it's doing. So then we we have Crank. What are you doing, Crank?
There is a kobold alive. I'm just saying.
I totally missed the part that it was for Crank.
Yeah, I know you did.
That's even better.
Crank doesn't. Crank's feeling an identity crisis right now.
There's plenty of dead kobolds around that you could steal their face and try to seduce a new one.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. God damn. Let me think here. I'm just gonna stick my head out, unleash an Eldritch Blast, and then tuck my head back away. And there's the kobolds are dead now, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, there's just one human
the
guard
left. Yeah. All right, I'll hit him with my Eldritch Blast.
All right.
And that is a 21 to hit. Not a crit, but we'll still hit.
Yep.
And then that is max damage at 13 damage.
Yeah, he's dead. So he gets blasted with this Eldritch Blast right next to you, Pike. It goes flying backwards into the darkness.
Is that the human?
Yes.
Okay.
The rocks on the floor are illuminating the room, but not very much from where they were sitting. They were sitting more by the pillars. So it is hard to see in this area. You threw, or you have one glowing in your pocket, though, or in your pouch.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do, Pike? You're kind of in the middle of the open here.
I guess I will take it out, look around, make sure there's nobody close by, try to snatch it.
So it does light up this space a little better. You can see, let's get this here, a little bit more into, because you're standing like right here. So you can see into this room a little bit. And you see in the faint, like the furthest distance, you can see some stairs kind of on the right in that room. When you turn, when you turn and look to your right a little bit, this chasm drops off, but you can actually see piles of stuff. You can't quite make it out from where you're at, but it looks like there's just large piles of stuff in this chasm area. Like, and when I say stuff, you might think like there's maybe some clothes, it looks like. Maybe some broken pottery. Again, you can't quite make it out. Something shiny kind of catches your eye.
Like Drylander stuff. Why would I want that crap?
Yeah, something shiny catches your eye real quick, but you quickly can't see it once you move the light a little bit.
But do I hear them running or anything? Do I hear?
Give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
So you definitely hear some chirping that sounds like the same noise that the kobolds made up in this room.
Well, I'm raging, and I'm going to just charge in there and just, if I can get close to one, hack at it.
Are you going for the stairs or the open area?
I'm going for wherever that noise was.
Okay, so you rush into this room with this glowing rock. You guys back in the other area just see Pike go sprinting ahead as you're still like getting your bearing after what just happened. What would you guys like to do?
Well, if Pike went rushing into the other room, Saphira is going to rush right after him.
Gonna walk over to Crank and put the rest of my lay on hands into him.
I wouldn't. I'll stop you from doing that.
Okay.
Can we? I feel like a short rest might be a good idea.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to get Pike's
our
attention.
Our fish man has run off, so we don't have a chance of that.
So Pike, when you sprint up in here, while everyone's back behind you, Saphira's behind you. What's your speed? 25 feet, Paula?
Sure is.
Okay, and yours is 30, Pike?
Yep.
Little legs.
Okay, so you're about 45 feet behind him. You go running after him. He goes up into that space. Now, when he goes up into that space with the rock, you're like in a blind fury, Pike. When you rush up in there, you run right in between 6 kobolds 6 kobolds and, I'm wrong. 4 kobolds that are actually flying slightly above you. And 3
flying kobolds?
Yes. And 3 of these creatures on the ground that look like giant lizards that you have seen back at the keep. So you are basically, there's 3 of those lizard things about 10 feet in front of you, and there's 4 flying kobolds above you. When you're looking at the kobolds above you, you see 6 kobolds on foot up on the ledge looking down at you with slings ready.
Okay. Yeah.
And Saphira, you see this too, but you're still outside of the room running in. And let's all roll initiative again. All right, so I rolled really well, so that's probably a bad thing for Pike. I got a 17. What did you get, Drewcan?
How many did...
A 1! Oh, he's going to be way in the back coming up in there. What'd you get, Saphira?
17. Did it take just 1 round for me to run up?
Yeah, you were basically
So
running
far?
behind him, but you're like...
Okay, all right.
behind
I'm
him.
just keeping track because the aura is for 60 feet, so it'll still catch us if we're in the middle of room 7.
The aura? Oh,
Yeah.
that gives you the strength or what advantage on
Yeah,
strength?
you don't have to see it. It's just so I'm more for the temporary hit points
Gotcha.
at this point.
What'd you get,
I
Pike?
don't think we're making a lot of strength checks.
6.
All right. What about Crank? Not that it matters. He's
Well-
probably gonna stay buried.
Well, you're not wrong, but I also happen to make a pretty good initiative roll. I got a 15 there.
And Saul, what'd you get? No, Saul does. That's me.
You are Saul.
I know. I'm like,
Saul
wait,
would
huh?
like to cast Fireball.
Well, now
On
I'm
Pike?
just sad.
Okay. I do have him in initiative order, but he's all like he's behind you guys. Remember, he's just kind of hiding in the back, making sure, things
But
aren't too crazy.
he still is thinking about casting Fireball.
So with that, what is your Dex mod, Saphira?
It is a +3.
Oh, okay. It's a wash. I'll let you go first.
Oh, like first?
Yeah, you're like 30 feet. What did I say? 30 feet after you make your movement. So yeah, you're like 30 feet behind Pike.
Okay, so I'm probably like the entrance of the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone else is still at the pillars.
So since I can see Pike, so I'm gonna use my telepathy. I'm asking Pike, are we gonna stay and fight these guys?
I would think that he's in a blind rage, and it's probably not. It's be some sort of incoherent.
There's one kobold that's strangely attractive to you, Pike.
Well, that's neat.
That was oddly specific.
Not
For
even
good
a check
measure.
or anything. Just-
Okay, so there
I mean, I didn't
are.
I'm leaving that on him.
You said coming into that room, immediately there are some kobolds up in the air, there are some up ahead with slings, and then there are some lizard folk that are farther down, right?
Yeah. So the lizard folk are like 10 feet in a line. They're right next to each other. And by lizard folk, I mean like kind of like alligators. Like they're on all fours. They have a long tail, right?
Okay.
They're clearly drakes of some sort. But yeah, they're about 10 feet in front of Pike. There's 4 flying kobolds that are above Pike, out of his reach. And then there are 6 kobolds up on the ledge. If you ran up the stairs, you could try to get to. Or you could hit them at range.
Guys.
That's the lay of the land here.
Okay. So Saphira, man, seeing how successful this was last time, you know what, actually, no. Okay, so Saphira runs in and she's going to cast a spell. She is going to cast Fog Cloud on the kobolds that are up on the ledge with the slings.
Mhm.
And if it also I'd like it to cover them, and it looks like it would cover part of the stairs as well. So basically her intention or her thought is that they can, we can probably avoid a ranged attack and for some just kind of delay the attack, and hopefully by that time we'll be ready for them.
It's a fog cloud, you said?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you guys see this cloud start forming, and it envelops the 6 kobolds up there and the stairs. Now, would that also go into the middle of the room in the air?
So it's a 20-foot. It's a 20-foot area around them, so it might go part way into the middle of the room, but I don't want it to. You were mostly
targeting up there.
Yeah, I don't want it to envelop Pike.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm mostly targeting up around them and like on the stairs too.
Gotcha. Okay, not a problem.
And then Saphira will also move forward up by where Pike is so that he's not a lone ranger.
Okay. Yeah, you move up behind Pike. Now we have 2 characters probably going to die. Great. Okay, next is the creatures. So, the 3 drakes, one of them lets out a howl as it charges forward and attacks you. First with a bite. It's going to miss, and then it does a tail whip at you, Pike. The tail whip is a 19. And would be for 7 points of damage.
But half, right?
Yes. The flying kobolds are going to... or I'm sorry, I got 2 more to attack you, actually. So let's do 2 more drakes. One does a bite for 17. Does that hit?
Yep.
All right, and that is 6 points from the bite, which is piercing. And then the tail missed. All right. And then the last one is doing a bite, miss, and a tail crits. 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage from the tail whip.
Yep, I'm down.
Shoot. I told you, Paula.
I didn't know he had so few hit points left.
Oh, yeah, he's bleeding out. Like, he's bleeding
I
bad.
didn't know that. You didn't tell me that. I would have used that spell to heal you instead. Man.
Okay, so.
Now I'm the Lone Ranger.
Yup. There are 4 winged kobolds that, seeing how small you are, they draw their daggers and fly down at you and land right next to you. First one attacking does not get pack tactics. I did roll an 18 on the die, so that's still going to hit you with its dagger for 4 points. The second one has pack tactics. That also is a 20. That's for 3 points. Third one. Oh, crit. This was the room, by the way, that I mentioned earlier. 4, 5, 6, 7.
I feel a little bit better then.
10 points of damage from that. And the last one with pack tactics. That might miss. Does a 15 hit? Nope. All right. So he misses. All right. So you, Paula, or I'm sorry, Saphira, are surrounded by 4 kobolds. 3 drakes are now 10 feet in front of you, but they might feast on Pike next turn. I'm just saying. It might happen.
So I'm also yelling for help at this point. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. It is now Crank's turn. What you doing, buddy?
Crank's ears are still ringing, so he probably wouldn't hear the cry for help.
Can I just leave him there?
He's also still buried, and he just slapped away some healing hands. So there's a lot going on that Crank's probably out of the loop about. So he'll poke his head up And he'll look around. From his vantage point, can he see anything?
No.
Just curious.
Nope,
Oh,
you're
okay.
around the corner.
Well, then he's gonna lay back down then, and actually no, he'll stand up and poke his head around the corner. He'll move up. Yeah, he'll move up to.
All
around
right,
the
you can
corner.
move to the corner and see.
All right, I'll poke my head around the corner. What
You
do
see
I? What do
four
I see?
kobolds surrounding Saphira. Pike lying in a pool of blood that's actually getting soaked up by the dirt really nicely. And then you see 3 drakes that are right around Pike.
Okay.
And you see a cloud of fog to the right in this room that you have no idea what's in the cloud of fog.
Rank seeing good old Pike hit the ground like that, or laying on the ground like that, he doesn't feel very good about it. He's a little sad. Would I? Oh, I can't. Oh man, I wish Athena was still alive. God damn it. Oh well, I gotta back up. I'll reach out my hand, all romantic like, and
Caress a kobold.
no, I'm staying hidden. I'm sorry. This will not result in me dying. And I'm gonna assume I'm within 60 feet of good old
Oh, yeah.
Pike. Is that okay? And I'll use 2 of my healing lights on him,
Okay.
and get him back 2d6 hit points for a grand total of not bad, 11 hit points. Pike. There we go. 11 hit points
Right.
to good old Pike.
That is perfect timing.
And I still got my action to use, so I will bury myself again. Yes, that is that is.
But now you're at the
move.
corner to bury yourself.
Yes, that is the move. All right,
Perfect.
that's all I can really do.
So Pike actually gets his action now because of the order of initiative. So Pike, it is your turn.
All right.
You when you were unconscious, you were envisioning beautiful kobolds. Like for some reason, that one kobold that caught your attention is just in your mind, and like in this quick dream that felt like hours. You're like chasing after her with flowers for some reason.
So yeah, obviously I've been on dry land way too long. This is not good. So after that disturbing imagery, which I thankfully have now not seeing anymore. When I come to, what do I see?
So you see 3 drakes that are standing over you, and you see, you don't see the kobolds in the air anymore, but you see 2 of them, their backside, as they are basically, there's 4 of them around Saphira. 2 of them you can see their fronts, but the other 2, you just see the back of their wings.
So I fought drakes before, right? They're kind of like a dragon-like thing.
Yeah, they're like just on all 4s. There's no wings or anything. They're kind of like gators more than anything.
Are they an aquatic creature? No.
No,
Do they go in the water?
they can. They aren't good in water necessarily.
Are they? Do they have anything? Are they leading them around? Like,
No, they're on their own. They're just walking around by themselves.
okay, so the kobolds don't have like chains on them or anything.
Correct. Actually, they do. Actually, now that you say that, they have collars around their neck that do have some chains, but no one's holding them.
Okay.
And they're blue, with a horn on the front of their nose.
So I'm going to slowly reach out to one of them, and probably don't. I'm sure I don't speak Drake. Say, run free, and I try to break the chains on them.
Okay. Do you speak Draconic?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you'd said like I'm assuming Drake, so I figured you were trying to say Draconic, so that's why I asked.
No.
Okay.
And if I need to burn my inspiration point to, because I think my checks are at disadvantage.
So you say break free, and you try to break the chain off the neck
Yep.
of one. Give me an athletics check to see if you can break it.
pretty sure I'm at disadvantage. 14.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to break it off of the one. You reach right by its mouth to do it and pop it off. Give me whatever check you think best suits what you were trying to convince the Drake of. And just tell me what the total is.
Well, it would either be handle animal or nature. Animal handling, I have 0.
So don't pick that one.
Yeah, let's go with nature. It is at disadvantage, but hey, what the hell? That would be a 5.
Well, the thing does stop. When you say your thing after breaking its chain off, it does stop and kind of tilt its head, like confused, before then gritting its teeth at you. It did not go how you thought it would.
Okay.
And it's all of a sudden, you guys see this tiefling come up, standing where Crank just was, runs right by you, Drukan, and fires off a firebolt at one of the kobolds and misses.
Oh, it's Saul. I was like, if something else is attacking us, I'm done.
So you see one of Saul's firebolts zip by into the darkness, radiating the back of the room with some light as it then goes out and hits the wall. And that was his turn. He will then continue to hide behind the wall. And it is now Drew Can's turn. What are you doing, Drew? You going to come in and save the day?
The people are all so mixed together. I can't use my AoE spells, and I don't want to use my last spell slot on hurting my own teammates at this point. So I'm going to fire off my own firebolts as I run up and try to hit one of the winged ones by Saphira.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're able to move up into the doorway area, fling off a firebolt, and you're hitting a kobold, you said?
One of the winged ones.
Okay.
That is a 26 to hit for 9 fire damage.
Wow. Yup, you drop it.
Well,
All right. So he falls right over next to Saphira. And it is now Saphira's turn. There are 3 winged kobolds standing around you. Pike is laying there. You see his eyes open. And Pike, did you get up on your turn? Or are you staying prone?
Yeah, I guess I'd have to stand up.
Okay. Yeah, laying down would make it a lot easier for these things to eat you alive. Yeah. So you see Pike wakes up, grabs the chain, rips it off barehanded, and stands up behind the 2 kobolds in front of you. You see firebolts go zipping in here. One of them hits the kobold next to you, but behind you, and drops him as he falls over beside you. What are you doing?
Okay. So, Saphira is going to dig deep and call forth a flame to act as her blade. So she'll cast Flame Blade, and she will try and hit one of these kobolds in front of her.
Okay.
That's a 20.
Yep.
And that is 10 points. 10 points.
Yup. Dead.
Okay. Sorry.
That was your
reading
flame
it.
sword, you said?
Yes. Flame
Okay.
Blade.
So yeah, you drop him really easily. That was not too bad. Is that your whole turn?
Yes. That's it, because it's a bonus action to cast the spell and then an attack to use it.
Okay. So the 2 that are on you are going to attack you. So the first kobold misses. I rolled a 9 on the die. Plus 4.
Guys, I don't want to
13.
call this, but I'm feeling slightly optimistic.
And the second attack by the winged kobold is a 18 with the dagger. Does that hit?
It does hit.
For 4 points of damage. So that was the kobolds. Now you can hear the kobolds up top, like yipping, like yip, 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 and starting kind of come down the stairs, but you can't see them. And the drakes, it's their turn. So the first attack on Pike is a bite. 9 on the die is not good enough. It's only a 14. Its tail whip is a 17. That's good enough to hit, right?
Yeah.
For 8 points from a tail whip.
Okay.
Second Drake misses on the bite, misses on the tail. The third Drake misses on the bite. Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
It misses on the tail whip. So Pike goes over here. These things are biting at him, and he's like dodging out of it. He looks like he's dancing almost, as like he does this like almost like a two-step thing back and forth from the bites. And every time it like whips its tail, he's like jumping over the tail. All this crazy stuff over here. And that was their whole turn. It is now Pike's turn, right? No, Crank's turn.
Frank will poke his head out, aim for one of the flying guys. And
You see
hit him
Saul
with an
right next to you, by the way, now.
Oh, he's not acting like himself today, so I'll let him work through that, and I'll lay an Eldritch Blast into one of the flying guys there,
Okay.
and that is a 17 to hit,
Yep, hits.
and that is 10 force damage.
Dead. So you blast him, and he goes flying.
I'll
There's only
shake
one
myself.
winged kobold left that is
Shake myself
oddly
back.
attractive to you, Crank. And
Crank. Oh, okay.
I don't know, $20 says it's attractive to you.
think you meant to say, what? Is there another one? There's
No, that's the first one. Well, the one that actually said your name before. All right. Now it's Pike's turn.
They are the bad puppies.
What about puppies?
They're bad
Right
puppies.
You are, Martin. Right, you are.
So, was it more than one action if I want to try to grab the Drake by the tail and hurl it at the kobolds?
So you can only see one more kobold on the ground. The other
That's
ones are up
fine.
in the
I'll-
smoke or the fog.
I just want to throw it.
I would let you, yeah. I'll let it as one. I might make you do 2 rolls, but I'll
That's
let it.
fine. It's a disadvantage anyway because
Because fatigue is
'Cause
a
you
pain
lost
in the
rage.
ass.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exhaustion, I guess.
It's great.
yeah. So
All right,
is
do an
that
athletics
athletics?
check to lift it up by its tail. We'll say it was the last one that missed with the tail whip. You grab it.
Okay.
And you start twirling it, using its momentum against him. Let's
Okay.
see if you're able to do it.
All right. Athletics.
Yep.
All right. Oh man, natural 20, but not. It's a 9.
Oh, I was super excited. So a 9 on the die plus athletics?
No, total.
Oh, so you grab the tail, you go to sling it, and when you do, your hands slip off of it. And so you're now facing Saphira with your back to the drakes, with just nothing in your hands at the moment. Yeah, you could turn around and face them again, though, with your movement. And that was your turn. So now we are over to Saul. Saul's going to poke his head in again. He's going to shoot another firebolt. And he hits this time. How much damage is the firebolt?
A D10.
D10, perfect. He hits the last kobold. Poosh, dead. Like, hit it hard for a lot of damage. Now, it is Drew Can's turn. There are 3 drakes.
He will move up, and is he within melee range of the drakes, or what? He still has to do range.
You let me look real quick. So you're back here. You probably couldn't close the distance with one movement.
All right, firebolt the Drake closest to me.
Okay. And then do you want to move also?
Yes.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
Hits.
For 5 fire damage.
All right. So you blast the Drake. It hits it. Definitely looks like it may have hurt it a little, but at the end of it, it just looks like a pissed off Drake now. You're about 10 feet behind Saphira at this point. So about 20 feet total from the Drakes. It is now back up top for Saphira.
All right. So all that's left that we can see is the Drakes, right?
Yes. But you do hear the other kobolds starting to work their way down the stairs.
So Saphira is seeing Pike extremely injured. She's gonna try and jump in between him and the Drake that is on him, and she will use her flame blade to attack that Drake.
So you're between Pike and the Drakes now?
Yep, and I got a crit, so that's nice.
So there's the one that was hit by Drew, and there's 2 that have not been hurt yet.
Let's go with one. I don't know. You can pick.
It'd probably be smart to go after the one that's been hit.
So that is 21 points of damage.
Jeez. So yeah, you slash it with the fire, hit it, cut into its face, but it is still alive. And it is angry as hell as blood starts running down its face.
I'm sure it is. And then I will use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Pike for 6 additional hit points.
Okay. Beautiful. It is now their turn. You are now in between them. So the one you just slashed is going to bite you. That's going to be tight. Does a 16 get you?
I am 16.
All right, so yes. For 8 points of biting damage. Now the tail, after it bites at you and tries to pull flesh off of you, it then tail whips you. 21 hits for 6 points of damage from the tail whip. The second Drake is going to do the same thing.
How many Drakes are there?
There's 3. Second
okay,
one is a 23 with the bite, so that's 6 points of damage as it bites into you.
Okay, I'm done.
And pulls back.
Dang.
It will tail whip you as well. Let's just see if it hits. It does not hit. I rolled a 6. And so that was that one. The last one goes right past you, right at Pike. Bite attack is a 13, misses. Tail whip on Pike is a 16. Does that hit?
Yeah, that would hit because technically I wouldn't have my shield because I'd grab the thing.
For 5 points from a tail whip. And that was his turn. But behind Drew Can come 6 kobolds down the stairs.
Dang. I was hoping I could make it one more round so I could wild shape.
The
And I'd have some more hit
kobolds
points.
used up all their movement, though. They do not get to attack Drew Can this turn. So,
All right.
with that, it is now Crank's turn.
Yeah, seeing all you guys die is really depressing, man. You were gonna say something?
Oh, I was just going to say the fog cloud would be dispelled and the temporary hit points are gone if anybody still had those.
Back to 4 hit points, gotcha. So I'm going to use my remaining 2 healing lights.
Josh said, just so you know, you
On
can still
Saphira.
save them through the power of love, Crank.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, actually. It's funny you bring that up, because that is precisely what's happening here. I'm going to will Saphira back to life. And you get 2d6 hit points back for a grand total of, not the best. You get 9 hit points back. So you're back in the fight, and then I'll use my action to do the Warlock special maneuver Eldritch Blast on one of the Drakes. And that is a natural 20, so a critical hit. Thank God for once.
Probably the one that's been hit already.
Yeah, I might as well down him.
Okay.
Oh, and that's a decent chunk of damage, Juice. That is 18 damage.
Nice. He's still alive.
Oh
but
my
you
God.
blast him, and you blast him in his face, and the blood from the blade, so you open this wound with the force damage, like imagine like when a dog sticks its face out the window and it's like the air catches in its cheeks and it flaps. That's kind of what happens to the wound, but the blood splatters out on a prone Saphira who's lying there underneath its mouth, and now Saphira has more blood than Pike on her face. And most of it's not hers. That was beautiful.
I'm gonna use my free action to interact with an object. Well,
Okay.
kind of, I guess. I'm just gonna grab my rope. just get it ready.
Pike.
I don't like the way this is looking one bit.
It is Pike's turn. You see 6 kobolds have surrounded Drukan. You've got 3 drakes. One is just, its face is like obliterated, half of its face, but it's still alive.
Saphira is back up.
Yeah.
She's laying down, but she's alive. Eyes open.
And there's the 3 drakes are still around me.
Yep, they're now around her because she kind of pulled you back to get in front of you last time.
And I used the inspiration, didn't I?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I don't know how many inspiration you have, though.
I had one. I thought, yeah.
Someone bought you one earlier in the chat. Someone bought Crank 4 earlier, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I totally forget. Cool. All right. This is what I'm going to attempt to do. I am going to, since I can call the wave, right? I've got that one ability. I'm going to call the wave and try to surf Saphira right out of danger.
What a hero.
You're going to jump on her and do it? Like
no,
a
I'm going to
surfboard?
call the wave and have the
Oh.
wave take her right out of harm's way.
Okay, it's going to pull her back towards the entrance of the room. How far can that work, do you think?
I don't know. We might have somebody here who's done a bunch of videos on spells or something. They could probably explain it.
Well, I take her using shape water, yeah.
Yes.
Optimistically, maybe 5 feet around.
So, okay, he moves her back behind himself. He steps
Depends
forward.
Depends if you animate it or if you're just displacing it. If you animate it, it's like 5 feet around. If you're displacing it, it's 5 feet instantaneously. So,
Okay,
Gotcha.
for my inspiration, can I use it to send her out of here?
We'll just say you fling her out of the room.
Okay.
Or not out of the room, but out of harm's way, we'll say.
All right.
All right, that was Pike. Saul is going to. What is Saul going to do? I should look at his stat block. That would probably help. Good thing I got it open, I think. So let's see what spells he has here. He's got.
I think he has a fireball left.
he's got some good spells,
Second
yeah.
level.
Yeah, he's got like he's got wild magic surge something.
He's got like,
Like you are.
kill everything in sight. I think that's what the spell is called.
Nuke it from
Yeah. You know, I think he's actually a 12th level sorcerer, so there's that.
He has no
Meteor
fireballs.
Storm.
You guys are out of your mind. He has no fireballs.
Well, that's his
That's
mistake.
next level.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
no, he's not going to do any of his spell slots. He's just going to continue to firebolt.
You know, I
So-
think Josh is right. I think you should actually try to seduce. I think that is oddly in flavor.
I
with
can't
Saul's
seduce
character.
myself in game though, so Saul won't do it. Saul is going to.
We don't know. Have you ever tried?
It's weird.
I'm sure you've seduced yourself once or twice before, Juice.
He hits a kobold, and he kills a kobold. So one kobold he drops. that was on Drukan. And then we are over to Drukan himself. You're surrounded by 5 kobolds, my friend. What you got? Do you have a nuclear option?
Can I use the cleave variant rule?
Is that like a Tasha's thing?
No, that's actually in the player's handbook. If I wield a weapon two-handed and I kill the first creature, any extra damage goes to the next one within 5 feet of it. That's still within reach of the weapon.
Aren't you talking about like 2nd edition? I'm just kidding.
No, this was a variant rule in the player's handbook.
Oh, I don't even remember this.
I love the way you brought that up. That
It's
is
totally
the funniest
legit.
thing.
Just go for it.
Basically, you would carry on the damage to the next one.
Yep.
Right?
As long as they have the same AC.
Yeah, roll for it. Roll the
All right.
hit. We'll try it.
That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
That's 10 damage total.
All right. So, all of a sudden, Drukan pulls out his sword. It's a great sword, you said?
It's a longsword.
Longsword. He pulls out his longsword, wields it with 2 hands, I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
And he slashes, or he swings it like a baseball bat. This, like, anyone who knows anything about fighting knows this is not how you swing a sword whatsoever. But he's like going for it. Swings it all the way through one in half. And then hits the next one next to it, cleaves him in half, and the bodies just go flying across the room in different directions, at least the upper halves, and the legs just go straight to the ground. And there are still 3 left. They look terrified seeing this happen. Not like, basically they just start peeing. Like the 3 left pee. The thing is, they're just wearing a loincloth and they actually pee on Drukan's feet. But
Neat.
it is now Saphira's turn. You smell urine now. You see blood everywhere. And you almost get hit by an upper torso of a kobold. You are still laying prone. You are soaked in your own blood, in Drake blood, and water. What would you like to do?
Urine's all
Okay.
natural, so big deal.
I think it's technically
So-
salt water as well.
It's just the smell of the ammonia. Ugh.
Guys. So Drukan is up there. There's still 3 more kobolds left. Right?
Yeah, there's three kobolds, 3 drakes, all still left.
Oh, 3 kobolds and 3
One
drakes?
drake is half a face obliterated. Like you could see bone and skull through half of his face.
So is Pike up there with the drakes and Drukan is fighting the kobolds?
Yes.
And how rough is shape? I know Pike's in real bad shape, but like how bad does Drukan look?
Drukan looks spotless, minus the blood that splattered on him.
I am slightly bloodied.
Yeah, there you go.
Just a little bit below
I
half.
forgot you have been hit, haven't you?
I have been very lucky with not getting hit by anyone except for myself.
If only we could be so lucky.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I don't know what to do.
Pray.
I don't know if I should run in there or not.
Yeah, you're totally the character that should run up in there. You have wild shape. You said you wanted to do it.
So okay.
So do it.
So
Balls to the wall.
that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that's what Saphira is gonna do. Is she is going to use her bonus action and wild shape. She is going to turn into a crocodile, and she is heading straight towards the drakes to try and help Pike out.
All right. So you wild shape, you move up, you still have an action. You're
So
next to
then
the one with the bloodied face.
So I will go ahead and attack one of the drakes then. That's a 20.
That hits.
So that is 7 points of damage, and
So close.
the target is grappled.
You've grappled the half-faced Drake. He is still alive, but he is bleeding bad. You can taste his blood.
Oh yeah, it tastes great.
Tastes like iron.
Oh, neat.
Yummy.
Bunch of lawful good characters here if I ever saw it.
It is their turn. So he is just grappled. So he's going to bite back at you as the gator.
He's not going to try and get out?
He missed. Nope. He's going to try to tail whip Pike, but because you have him grappled and the way I'm envisioning it, I'm forcing disadvantage. What, Pike?
Can I fake 1 point right here? Try to get one thing in. Since rage is a bonus action, can I have raged? I mean, that's my last one.
Yep.
Okay.
He will tail whip Pike.
It may not
for
matter.
4 points of damage.
Okay, still
That
up.
was a 1 on the die, by the way. There's 2 other Drakes.
Oh, damn.
Come at me, bro.
So the second one, biting
see, that
Drake.
was my debate, is that now I can't heal him.
Yeah, you really can't heal him. I just critted on a bite.
Oh. Rest in peace, old friend.
13 points. That's dropped.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. So knowing that he dropped, he's going to tail whip the crocodile over here. Misses. And then the last Drake is going to bite the crocodile. What is his bonus? 5. Does 16 get you?
Yeah.
All right. So he bites the crocodile for 15 points of damage. And then he will tail whip you. And he misses the tail whip. Kobolds. There's 3 of them. They are going to disengage Drukan. And they are going to retreat to the room south. Or not south, west. Actually, no, because they're behind
It
you.
is southwest. It's both.
Yeah, they're going southeast to 4. So they're going to run right up near Crank. Crank, you're underground, though, right? So they're like
Correct.
10 feet away from Saul, though, at this moment. And we are over to... Who's after them? I always forget. Crank, it is your turn. Did you pop your head up and see him?
These guys are next to me.
Pretty
I'm
much.
assuming I can kind of hear their little
You
footsteps.
feel it in the ground. You feel
Yeah,
like really light footsteps.
Yeah,
You know
this
it's
is,
probably kobolds near you. There's 3 of them.
How close are they to me?
5 feet if you poke up.
Oh man, this is such a good opportunity, but this is also likely gonna get me downed. Man, I've been down so many times.
will
in
not.
this game.
There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
Dude, there's not a
You
lot
got
of
this,
hit
Crank.
points in this party right now, period.
Yeah, we're kind of yeah. I just need one more level. This is such garbage. Okay, I will poke my head up against all of my better judgment and cast Sword Burst. So all those
Okay.
kobolds got to make a deck save up against 13.
All right. First one, crit success.
Oh,
Second one, a
yay.
2 on the die, fails. Third one, 12 on the die plus dex is 2. So 14.
All right, so one of them fails.
Okay.
And he takes max damage, 6 damage, 6 force damage.
So he's dead. What's it look like from this thing?
Swords burst forth from a swing in like a circular-esque pattern. And then I'm going to look around and bury myself back down.
All right. Yeah, you definitely kill the one. There's 2 left. It is now over to Pike.
Yeah, that's really
Uh,
Is that just a death save for you?
yeah.
Okay.
Fail.
Saul's turn. Saul is going to shoot the remaining 2. He's going to shoot one of them at least. Firebolting it. And it will hit. That's a D10 for 7 points. So he kills one of the 2 kobolds. And then he moves backwards as far as he can. Because
The kobolds or the drake?
the kobolds, because he's got a kobold 10 feet away from him. So he
Oh.
blasted that guy.
Dang,
Okay.
So there's still 2 drakes?
Still 3 drakes.
Oh, okay,
You didn't
cool.
kill the one. It's
Oh.
hanging on by a thread. So, Drew Can, you've got no kobolds. They ran away from you. You saw one get blasted as you were watching it run. Another one got blasted, died. There's one left over there. You've got 3 drakes over in Pike. You probably saw your halfling turn into a crocodile and attack one of them. And it's like this vicious, like you hear teeth hitting each other, like, bone on bone action. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run up. And dump all my lay on hands into Pike to get him back on his feet.
All right.
So that's 9 hit points for Pike.
Just attack. Just attack. No, I'm
He's
telling
shaking his
you.
head like shit.
Just attack. Because, like,
Paula's like, Pike's dead.
no, because I can save Pike, but I can't attack Crab. So,
You're
You can't talk
you're
as a crocodile,
gator,
can
though.
you?
I mean,
Yeah, you can't talk.
actually,
She
I
has-
have telepathy
yes.
within a 30-foot radius,
Oh.
and I speak like 6
Damn.
different languages.
So,
eat
do
that.
you, Drew Can, listen to the
Libya?
crocodile voice in your head? Or do you want
Yes,
to?
I will attack a drake.
Okay. Do you want the one with bloody face, or the one of the ones that has not been hit?
One
I'll go for the
grappling
bloody
the
face.
crocodile.
Bloody face. All right. Beat a 14.
I got a 14 to hit
Hits.
and 11 damage.
He dead. So, Paula, you feel
Yay.
the drake in your mouth go limp. And it is now your turn, Paula. Or Saphira.
Okay, so Saphira's going to let the crocodile go. She will cast Healing Word on Pike.
Can you cast spells in animal form?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna.
Shapeshift back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 5 points,
Okay.
and then
You aren't engaged with anything right at this point.
Okay, then I would try and move back.
Okay. You can move
so that
back
I'm not
25
close to
feet.
anything else.
So you're 30 feet away from the closest drake.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. It is their turn. 2 drakes. One steps up and attacks Drew Can with a bite. 13 misses. All right. Tail whips you. Misses with a 12. Now Pike's turn. Did I say Pike or Drew Can? I said Drew Can. So this one's Pike. You're still on the ground. So
If he's laying on the ground, they're really gonna attack him and not the thing that's attacking them.
All right, fine. They don't. They attack Drew Can.
I'm just saying.
First one misses. Second one also misses. So that is them. The one kobold that is running is going to continue running, but Saul gets to try and attack it with whatever the hell he has in his hand. Oh, assuming he has a weapon. I don't know what he's got.
I think he has a dagger.
He's a dagger. Stabby, stabby.
Is that what he has?
Watch you get Saul
He
killed.
does have a dagger.
He'll be the only one to die.
Oh my gosh. And he hit 21. He's totally cleaning. Like, he's been doing all right. He kills max damage
I'm so proud.
on the last kobold. Dude, he's like your best character tonight. No, I'm just kidding. All you need is a character with a player with skill playing him, and you got this. I'm just kidding. Okay, that was their turn. It is now back over to Crank. I don't know why it throws me off looking at my initiative.
So
list.
all the kobolds are dead.
All the kobolds are dead. You
All
pop
the
up,
humans
there's
are
none.
dead.
Saul's holding a bloody dagger right next to you. Almost surprised with himself.
Is it just the one Drake, or are
There's
two
two Drakes
still
left.
up? Okay.
They have not been hit, it looks like.
Oh, for the love of all that is good in this world, just can't get
You just gotta
break.
save them, man.
Take him out.
Yeah, save him with like a solid 4 hit points, and
You got
like,
this,
I guess
Crank. Saul's doing it. Why can't you?
I almost, for like half a second, I thought casting sleep would be a good idea, but I'd knock myself out before anyone else.
You'd probably knock all of us out.
Yeah.
True, I would have TPK'd just by sheer fluke. Actually, no, there's probably a better thing to do than just Eldritch Blast right now. I will, against my better judgment, use Sapping Sting on one of the drakes.
Okay.
So I need a Constitution save from one of them.
5.
5? Oh, sweet. Takes 1d4 necrotic damage and is sent prone. So that's 3 necrotic damage, and he's prone now.
All right. Nice. So basically you knock him off on his side somehow. What's this thing look like? What does this spell do? Describe it a little. For flavor.
Much flavor text.
Add some flavor. Add some.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Be creative, writer Chance. Chance the writer.
That's true.
It's like Chance the rapper.
Yes, the comparison's been made before. I'll reach out with like my hand like so, and I'll just like, and then he'll flip over on his side.
He turtled up.
Yeah, then I'll bury myself back down.
Love it.
Fully satisfied.
All right, Pike, you're down. You see the Drake that was standing right over you, drooling on you, get flipped upside down randomly. And he appears stuck like a turtle for a second. It's your turn.
Okay. So grabbing my sword, my bone sword, and my shield, staggering up, Pike is like, doesn't look green anymore. He looks just red. And there's all these holes in him. And I am going to attack that prone one.
All right, go for it.
And I am going to, okay. Reckless doesn't give me an extra attack, it just gives me advantage, right?
You already have advantage because he's already prone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I don't have to attack recklessly. All right, I have advantage. Please help me. Oh, excellent. Advantage works. 18 plus.
Hits.
6. How much damage? 9. No, 9. 9 damage.
All right. So you slash into it on its stomach, obviously, because it's belly up. And, it starts bleeding a little bit. And it is now over to Saul, who just comes running in the room with his dagger, like, all proud of himself. There's, like, a little bit of blood on his hand. And he's like, firebolt! And shoots a firebolt. And with his spellcasting modifier, is going to hit the Drake that is not prone. For 5. And then it is all the way over to Drukan's turn again. So there's a Drake that's flipped upside down, and there's a regular Drake. Both have been hit. What would you like to do?
I'll try to attack the one that's on its back and go for that soft underbelly.
Beautiful. You have advantage.
That is a net 20.
There you go, crit.
Hell yeah.
Double damage dice.
That is 18 damage total.
Jeez. So you definitely, like, blood is flowing out of this thing, but it's still alive. You see its legs kicking as it's trying to, like, wiggle itself back over. And it is now Saphira's turn.
All right. So Saphira is standing back. She's looking terrible. At this point, she'll reach her hand forward and use her bonus action to cast Healing Word on Pike.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 5 points. And
How many spell slots you got left? Jeez, oh Pete.
Oh, so I have one of my druidic abilities. I have Font of Life for Healing Word. So I get, in addition to my spells, I can cast it 5 times per day.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. And then I will use my regular action to just attack the Drake that is prone with my sling.
All right, so the prone one would be a disadvantage for you because you're doing a ranged attack, but you could do a regular attack at the other one. So you can choose if you want to do disadvantage at the prone one or regular at the other.
Okay, I'll do regular at the other,
Okay.
I guess. So it's a 19
That'll hit.
for whopping 4 points of damage.
So you just ping a rock off of it.
You know, you guys, Saphira's tired at this point in time. She probably has less hit points than Pike does. She's used every single ability that she has, so she is just exhausted. So, you know, there's not a lot of oomph left in that, sling.
All right, so the one that was flipped over on its back flips itself back over, spending half of its movement. It is going to bite Pike. It hits for 5 points of damage on the bite. It will then tail whip Pike. It misses. The other one is going to bite Drukan. It hits for 7 points. It's going to tail whip Drukan. It misses. And we are now over to Crank himself.
I think the Eldritch Blast is honestly the way to go for the one that's still standing.
There you go.
Yeah, why not?
There's 2 standing.
Oh, he got back up? Okay.
Yeah, he
Well, that-
flipped himself back.
Gotcha. In that case, I will recast Sapping Sting on him again. So
All right.
make me
Yes, make a
a
save.
make me a Constitution save.
He failed again.
And he takes a solid
a good spell.
1d4 damage. It's hit or miss. It takes 3 damage again. Nice. Well, not great, but still nice.
It's a cool spell because it allows your party, if you have a couple people, to like attack
Yeah.
it at advantage.
It's like
That's kind of
it's
nice.
like a pseudo support cantrip. It's really nice. It's really good when it's used on flying enemies, which is part of the reason I
because
nabbed
it drops them
but
from the sky.
Yeah.
Yup. I dig it.
Yeah, it's
All right,
good.
Pike. So he flipped it back over on you. You can swing at it with advantage.
Oh, okay. Thank God. 17 plus.
Yep. What would it have been without advantage? I'm just curious.
Like 11 or something.
Wouldn't have worked.
Almost max damage this time. 10.
Nice. So you hit him. He is still alive. At this point, you can see some internal organs on this thing as it's on its back. You hit it in the same spot Drukan had hit it last time. And it's gaping open. Still alive, though. Still wriggling a little bit. And it is now Saul who runs in and shoots the other one with his firebolt. And he will hit again. Jeez, Pete, I'm rolling well for him. 5 points on the other one. And it is now Drukan's turn.
Two-handed longsword once more at the one on its belly.
All right. You mean on its back?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Double 3, so that's only an 8.
To hit?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Not good enough, man. Saphira, what are you doing? It's your turn.
So we've still got 2 of these guys.
Yeah, you do.
You guys didn't kill anybody yet?
You want to sling it again? We'll be here all night.
I mean, that's the
Ruthless.
only ranged weapon I have.
You don't have a flame blade that you can run up and hit a prone?
No,
Okay.
because I died. So I'm pretty
It's a bummer.
sure I failed my concentration check.
Yeah, you were dead pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, sling it.
I don't.
Sling it on the other one.
I don't know what you want me to do. So actually, I'll use. Here's what I'll do. Wait. How bad does Pike look?
Pretty bad.
Did you get?
He gets bit like every turn.
Did you get hit last time?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got bit again.
Yeah.
He gets
No,
bit
dude,
every
I
round.
don't have many of these left.
Pike
Okay,
is going to have a fear of crocodiles after this. We will be rolling, by the way, between sessions on the permanent injury table for the amount of time.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We're totally going to do that. And we might even roll for some madness there.
God, okay. 6 points, and then I will attack it with my sling. So I don't know which one I'm attacking, but
So
whichever
6
one
points of healing. You're attacking the one that's not prone because it's easier to.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
No?
move along. Just move along.
All right. It is now their turn. Let's see if it bites Pike. It bites Pike. I rolled an 18 on the die. For 8 points of damage.
Oh my god. Just
Fill up.
never ends.
Tail whip. Nat 1 misses. So he hits with the tail the other one next to him for 8 points. As it gets in the way of him trying to hit Pike. Now, Drukan's turn to get bit. 19 on the die for only a 1 damage plus 3 is 4 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Tail whip. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Oh no! For 5 points.
That's exactly how much HP I had left.
I rolled a 2 on the die.
You were that low too? What the?
Drukan goes down. Down goes Fraser. Down goes Fraser.
But he's at a solid 0, right?
It's a strong 0.
So
That's
he
a
has to-
strong zero.
he has to make. God, does he have to make death saves at
He will.
0?
Yeah.
He will on his
Yeah,
turn.
You do?
Needs to
Okay.
stay
Well, I
under
didn't know
one,
if
you have
you
to make
know.
death saves.
All right.
I didn't know if they gave you a little
This is
wiggle
great.
room there. Like you're
This is
just
so great.
stable.
And we
I don't know, you guys.
5e is too easy for players, guys.
clearly just breezing through.
What
Well,
the-
when you give us 3 drakes, like 4 flying
That's what's written in the
kobolds,
module.
and like 87 kobolds.
That's why I
with
put the
slings.
meme about this book can hold so many
Uh-huh.
TPKs.
And you guys are a level higher than you should be.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. What a
Almost
gong
2. I almost
show.
made you 2 levels higher, but this is perfect. Okay.
No,
Oh, it's great.
Chance, you screwed us.
Crank. It's your turn, Crank.
Level 5.
Didn't mean
Save
to.
the day, Crank. It's all up to you.
Oh, is it?
you,
Wait, is,
you and Saul.
oh,
Yep.
yay! the 2 musketeers.
I hope it is Saul. I hope Saul's the sole survivor.
I survey the scene see all these.
You see Pike bleeding. There is so
Yeah.
much blood on the floor in this 15-foot area. Just so much blood. And guts and everything.
I'll survey it, debate digging some other holes. We
You
might
still
end up
have the
needing
number
them.
advantage. It's still you, Pike, Saul, and Saphira. There's 2 Drakes.
Yeah, but do we have the hit point advantage?
You wouldn't have
That's
any
the one I'm
clue.
Saul
worried
wasn't taking any damage.
Yeah, Saul's
Yeah.
fine. He's like, come on, Crank, let's do it.
I do actually have. Okay, I'm gonna
This is premium dirt.
against
It holds so much blood.
against my better judgment. I'm gonna burn a spell slot here, and
You have spell slots left? Dude,
yeah.
what do it over there? I've had no spell slots. I used my last one at the beginning of this combat, man.
Listen, I'm a warlock. We're not supposed to use these things.
Okay, well, this is a good time.
He's also the type of warlock. Just to be clear, he's also the type of warlock that if he does his hidey hole trick, he gets spell slots back, unlike you.
Yes, it's true.
Exactly. So that means
And health technically, because I can heal myself now, which is neat. But I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt, and I'm gonna upcast it. So it
you
deals.
got multiple.
Which one are you
spell
hitting?
slots?
Are you hitting the one that you've been knocking prone or the other one?
I'll hit the other one.
Okay.
Might as well. 1 millimeter. Yeah, yuck it up.
I've never seen Peter laugh this much.
Come on, dude. So I'm gonna hit him for 20 radiant damage, I believe.
20 radiant damage? Holy cow.
Yeah,
He's
and,
still alive, but you did a lot of damage.
I just want to make sure it's 20 radiant damage, and he and whoever attacks
This is
him
the
next
non-prone
turn-
one, right? The one that you've
Yeah.
done non-prone?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the next attack roll against him is
Has
made with
advantage.
advantage. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'll nestle myself
Whew.
back down.
Oh, man, this is great. Pike! Are you okay over there?
Yeah, one of my dice just rolled across the floor.
Okay, I thought you were
It's
going
just
to
like-
yourself. He's laughing
It's
so hard he's
it's
throwing his
so-
dice
The
around the
dice
room.
is so over this that it's just like.
Yeah, the dice are trying to get
Ew,
away
it's
at this
just
point.
flying.
All right. Do I have advantage on this attack?
No. If you attack the one he just hit, yes, but this is not the same one that's been
Oh,
knocked
okay. So I
prone.
don't have
Glowing
advantage on this
bright
one?
white with holy radiance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one's shimmering like a vampire in a popular movie for teens.
Best
Okay.
love story of all time.
Shut up.
So
Which one do you want to hit? The radiant one or the non-radiant one?
which one can I tell which one's worse?
They're about the same. There's a
Okay, and
1
they're-
hit point difference between the two. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, I will hit the one where I have the advantage.
Okay, there you go.
A non. Oh shit! Actually, I have to look at
Do you have
16.
inspiration?
That hits.
I burned through that. 5. That's 8 hit points. 8 damage.
Oh, so you smack it in the head, cutting the top of its head wide open, but it is still alive. That's normal, anyways. What Paula did. That happens all the time in our house. So Pike, you almost killed it. It is Saul's turn. Saul is going to run up to the one you just hit. Saul is going to try to stab it with a dagger, and we'll see if he can do it. No joke. I frickin' crit. Like, I can't even show it probably.
Just
but
take a picture. and
Saul
send it to
crit.
us.
I'm totally taking a picture.
Good.
With a dagger, might kill it. Actually, it will kill it. Even minimal damage. Yeah, totally does. He dead. So Saul comes up after you do that, and he takes his dagger and jabs it in the back of his head, killing it.
What a mad lad.
Now, it is Drew Can's turn. There's one left.
He's dead, dude.
No, I'm
No.
not dead. I'm unconscious.
Oh yeah.
It's like dead with extra steps.
Am I not
He
wearing
says
pants? I'm
that
always wearing
he
pants.
says that like Martin's got so many options of things he can do. Like, wait.
Yes, from beyond the grave, my ghost will come out and punch the Drake.
Did you make your save?
Yes,
I did. I passed.
All right.
perfect. That's like a special ability he has.
Saphira, there's one left. One. One is the loneliest number.
God. Okay. All right. Okay. So I am going to. Here's what Saphira is going to do. The one that's left, is that one prone?
Yes. Or no, it's not prone.
It's not prone. Okay. All right. So Saphira is going to use the very last healing word that she has on Drukan to bring him back up and save him.
Okay.
Hey, look, that's 7 points. That's the most I can do.
There you
So
go.
Great news for you. It's going well for you. And then, dang,
I don't think you can kill it even if you crit something. You're only doing like 1d4 damage at this point, aren't you?
And it's engaged with Pike, right?
Yes. And Saul.
Watch us get Saul killed when it attacks Saul.
I don't think Bill would care. Maybe a little.
I don't know if I should attack it or. Yeah.
Attack it.
Okay. All right.
No balls.
Sorry. I'm trying to decide if I should if I should hurl my sling at it or if I should like no guts, no glory run up and hit it with my scimitar.
Scimitar. Go big or
because
go
it
home.
would do more damage. Okay. I'm gonna run
There's
up
one creature. You guys got the numbers advantage.
and
Do it.
try and hit it with my scimitar in hopes that I can do some additional damage. You know what, guys? Like, I'm not really sure why I tried.
Did you roll a 1?
Rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1 to attack it, and I rolled a 1 on damage. So even if I had done anything,
So you hit Saul. What is your modifier on top of that?
+3.
All right. So Saul takes 4 points of damage.
Oh,
And-
so it's not all bad.
yeah, it's not that bad.
No, it's not
you
too
know.
bad.
And it's at least it's from you. You're trying to get rid of the rival for Tatiana.
Yeah, he deserves it anyway.
All right, Pike. You feeling lucky?
No, not particularly. No, not really.
Should I go after Saphira though? That's the question. She just swung a scimitar at it. That was the last swing.
I mean,
She
or
did-
would
she
it
did
go
roll
for
a 1.
Saul because Saul's
It's going
the
after
one
Pike.
who did
I rolled
the most amount of
All right.
damage.
19 on the bite.
Oh yeah,
Damage is 5.
down again.
And it tail whips Saphira. It misses on the tail whip. So, it is now Crank's turn. Pike has gone down and is gushing blood again.
Frank's moment is finally here. Oh man, what to go with?
You
what
have
to,
options.
Well, can
Right.
count as options.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Whose side are you on right now?
The side that escapes into a pocket space and survives.
Are you going to do
Yeah,
that?
but you know what?
Oh, could
My
you
ghost
imagine?
is gonna haunt your damn pocket space.
Could you imagine? Oh my god, it'd be so bad. I'm trying to put some pizzazz into it.
Just put something into it.
Just like,
Put
screw
damage
your
into it.
pizzazz. What one does
Fine,
the
fine,
most
fine.
damage?
You've pressured me into Eldritch Blast. Okay, is everyone happy? Eldritch Blast. I have a +5 to hit on it. Life's good. All right. Basically impossible for me to miss.
No.
Does a 19 hit? Okay, great.
Yes.
Fantastic. Surprise.
How many points of
And
damage?
that is waiting for the dice to roll. 10 damage.
So it had 9 hit points. So you barely killed this one.
Oh, carrying the
He
team
dies.
to victory.
Saul, who's been stabbed by Saphira and her scimitar, falls over, embellishing like the pain that he's in. Meanwhile, Pike is still down, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Saphira's
Roll over,
gonna...
lay on hands, give him a hit point.
Yes.
He's got 1 hit point. So
I was
Pike
like,
wakes up
what are
on
we
his
gonna
back.
do?
He looks over. He sees Saul lying on his back with a gash on his arm. And then, and we will end the session right there with Saul and Pike laying side by side on their backs. What was the question?
So Saul is I am covered in blood. Barely
Saul
can
has some
move.
blood trickling down his arm, but not much.
He's
And
got
he
a
is
scratch.
what?
He's like,
What is he doing
"Ow!"
on the ground?
He is embellishing the pain that Paula inflicted.
I
on him.
take all the energy I have and I punch him in the arm.
All 1 hit point
Ow!
worth of energy.
Just a little PvP to end the session outright.
As I pass out.
He'll take it and like it. Excellent. That was great. That was funny. So that was the room that I felt like could get rough.
Well, it did. So
It could have been
maybe
worse.
if somebody used all their spell slots, it wouldn't have been so bad.
listen, I still have. I need to remain always with 1 second level spell slot. That way I can escape. That is in character.
Yeah, once he escapes, he can rest for an hour, get the other one back, heal us, escape again for another hour,
Right.
heal us.
Yeah, but it's not helpful if we die while he escapes.
It's not helpful if you die. It's helpful for me because I get to live. That's
It was
that's
great.
the caveat.
Just remember who's got all the healing spells, man.
Well, actually, I think that's a good
No.
point, I guess. But
So,
I do have self-healing.
So in the morning, I will be doing a stream at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Probably be talking a little bit about this game and some other stuff going on. But that'll be our Sunday live chat. We will start at 11:30 a.m. Maybe go to like 12:30, 1 o'clock. That'll be awesome. I always have fun doing that. And this session was a lot of fun. So I don't know if the player, honestly, I don't know if these guys are going to make it. I really don't know.
Thanks.
I really don't know. But that's okay. It's fun. Everyone make some backup characters before next time.
I already made one.
Beautiful, beautiful. So anyways, I will let you guys, if you want to plug anything, we'll start with you, Chance. Go ahead.
Sure. First, I just want to say that Juice's morning streams are like way better than his evening streams, as far as I can tell. For whatever reason, I think it's because, and I've given this a decent amount of thought actually.
Yeah.
Like everyone I like watch live streams for, they always live stream when you're live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to like make this complicated choice between what I want. But in the morning, it's just you, so I can just click on you.
I've got
I
a
do think you
monopoly.
get priority. Well, you get priority in my notifications as well, which is really nice. So I actually know
Nice.
when you're streaming.
Nice.
In any case, my name's Chance. I run Chance's D&D Spellbook. I'm starting another channel really shortly, where it's like a choose your own adventure D&D game, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. So check that out as well. I'll link it on my main channel when it's done.
There you go.
That's about it.
Cool. What about you, Martin? You got any streams this week?
I'll be streaming my attempt to recreate some dungeons from Dungeons and Dragons in Minecraft.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Such
That's
a smart
fun.
I'll be streaming that on Twitch, most likely in the evenings on either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, depending upon my
Nice.
time and availability those days.
That's cool. That's really
That's
cool.
over at Twitch/Creative Guys.
And you are the one who drew our Pulp Cthulhu characters a couple weeks ago.
I did, yes.
Did we almost have someone die this week, Peter? I think we did, almost. There was something. I felt like someone was about to die. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, Ethel did. Ethel took a crit hit.
That's what it was.
I would say I jumped in for a minute and everybody was really concerned that she was going down.
Yeah. If you guys want to see some of the art that Martin did for that, you can go check out the Pulp Cthulhu stream. We have the pictures of each character over there on the overlay. So you can check that out. Really cool stuff. I love it. But sorry, go ahead. Is there anything else other than the Minecraft dungeon creating this week?
That's about it for now. I might do some artwork on Friday, depending upon what happens with my schedule this week.
Cool. Awesome. And feel free, again, to promote those in the Discord if you ever feel like it. We have a members share thing. Feel free to post it there. With that, Paula, what's going on this week? We didn't mini paint this past week.
Yeah, so I'm taking a class, so we're kind of like maybe on hold for mini painting for a second. TBD.
You
I
can't
also got a new
hold.
phone.
The sweatshop doesn't close.
So I don't even know what's on my schedule for this week. I think like Beck Me on Tuesday,
Yes.
perhaps. And Pathfinder on Friday.
Yep.
And
Black Rock Saturday.
Black Rock on Saturday. And
Sweatshop on Wednesday.
I think that's it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how
I'm
tomorrow
just
goes.
I'm just kidding.
Which one of the kids are going to end up painting them?
Yeah, you know
Paula.
what? Lily painted a goblin, and it turned out pretty great. So I'm just saying, there's possibilities there.
That is a mother's love right there, if I've ever seen it.
It wasn't bad.
It's not bad. I wouldn't call it
She's
great.
9. She's 9.
Here we are saying it's great. Like, when I think of great, if you take all the other context out of it, I would not call the goblin great.
Oh my god.
But it was
All
great
right,
for a
you're-
9-year-old. I'll give you that. I will give
You're
you that.
so critical.
I was just
What up?
Do you steal Halloween candy as well? Is that
100.
Oh, for sure.
We all
he
do
does.
that.
Oh my God.
Like, come
He's
on.
the worst.
That is why you
worst,
become a
man.
parent, is for the free candy on Halloween.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
clearly
That's
the
the
reason
only
why.
reason.
That's it. Mhm. I went through a lot for that Halloween candy, man.
I mean, it's true. The amount of money, and all that you have to spend on costumes, and labor's one thing, but really it's about the money you spend on those costumes.
Yep, just move along before you end up getting yourself in more trouble.
Peter, what you got
Drill
going on
holes
this
and
week?
stop digging. Yes, we got B and Drake. I'm still stuck at 29 subscribers, though I do like 29. If anyone out there would like to subscribe, make it 30. I would really appreciate it.
Do a giveaway. You'll get one sub. I guarantee it.
No. I just made a YouTube channel. Yeah.
See, there we go. See, perfect.
27
I'm like-
of them are our chance over here.
Yeah,
That's
I was about
fine.
to say I'm probably about half your subscribers.
I'll take it. That's fine. Yeah, Beck Me Tuesday, and then we're back with Pulp Cthulhu on Thursday. 3 out of the 4 players do have temporary madness, and
Oh, that's
of
right.
course Luther was not there, so he may have to save the day.
Oh, yes. That makes
But
sense.
who knows?
Luther totally is a hero. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I
believe
know.
it.
I know. Josh is in the chat. Yes. Bonnie is fine, but you are 1 against a monster.
That's true. Oh, it's great. That's a fun game. I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, so like has been mentioned, we've got all sorts of stuff going on this week. Back Me Tuesday. Wednesday, we might not be streaming again. We'll see. If not, I will probably work on videos. Thursday, Pulp Cthulhu. Friday, Pathfinder, Fall of Plaguestone, which it feels like we haven't played that in forever.
Yep.
And then Saturday, same thing, Black Rock Adventures. I feel like we haven't played that in forever. But that one is cool. That one we are in Under the Tavern, so that'll be awesome. And then obviously Sunday next week is, like usual, another live stream. So thank you guys for watching. This was Master the Game. I am Juice. These are the awesome players we play with. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Tune in tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Game on.